to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM, and a happy Monday to everybody out there in South Florida. What a weekend, huh? What a bleeping blur of a weekend. It felt like it did not stop. It was just big event after big event after Goosies on top of Goosies and the Heat, and the Goosies on top of Goosies and the Heat, and then the rest of the Goosies, dude. What a weekend. Holy crap. I don't even know where to start. I got to be honest with you, but I think I you know, would have liked to get right after this with somebody to apologize to, but I guess I'm going to have to wait on that for right now. But in the meanwhile, task at hand, the Miami Hurricanes get the news yesterday. We were doing Game Day Uncensored, and I got to tell you, up until all of the I wasn't watching the show. From what I heard on the selection show, everybody was leaning towards the Canes were going to be screwed. They were going to get kept out. That's how the broadcast was leaning. And so, like, we're all watching it. We're seeing them go. I had it on my, tick by tick by tick, all the spots. And then finally, you get the news that Mario Cristobal and his Miami Hurricanes have made the CFP. Justice was served. Undue stress by those rat bastards in the CFP committee, although I'm much less angry at you now. But it took you long enough. I mean, it took you long enough. And so finally, justice was served, and Notre Dame is sent home packing. Don't even know if they should have. Maybe we should have been Alabama. All I know is one thing. I don't know why it took so damn long, why they gave us so much stress, why it was so unnecessary, why they like to do this nonsense, this wrestling. But we're finally here. And your Miami Hurricanes, for the first time, have a chance to play in the college football playoff. And that, my friends, is Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies. And for that, I am happy. And that, to me, was absolutely excellent. So our headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Hello, Brittney. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic, actually.
As a rabid Miami Hurricanes fan, as you are,
yes,
since a wee lass, what are your feelings today? How are you feeling?
I still feel like it's not real. I don't think it's fully hit me yet. But I'm so excited. I couldn't be happier, truly. I was not expecting that. When I saw Alabama going at 9, I was like, yeah, we're not getting in. And then that orange flash across the screen, and I screamed, I jumped, I was freaking out. I was like running around my house.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were gonna you took a strange ending there. Like I thought you had more. Like you're running around the house and then you took shots and then you.
Funny you say that. I did take a shot.
There you go.
I
felt like there was more. And then you watched F1.
Oh, F1 was before that.
Oh, okay. Lando won.
Lando won. Yes. It was a great day yesterday.
It was a great day yesterday. It was fun, and then we got to watch the Miami Dolphins absolutely throttle the New York Jets, which was the most exciting opening 10 minutes of your life. And then it was just kind of like, all right, can we get to the end of this, please? This is let's just get, okay. Nope, we're not going to. Okay. This is just going to keep going. And then finally, they put the dagger in him, which was absolutely great. So that was exciting. Then we had the Panthers this weekend. Oh my God, the Panthers had a game of a lifetime on Saturday. They finally get out of their funk. They erased, I think it was a 4-1 deficit, a 6-4 deficit. They come back and tie it 6-6. Mr. Las Olas, Anton Lundell ties it up. And then Sam Bennett with the winner in overtime for the Cats, which they needed like air to breathe. Carter Verhaeghe, ever since becoming a father, is basically Wayne Gretzky. I don't make the rules. That's just what they are. And he cannot be stopped. Yesterday, they beat the Islanders, so they end up the weekend on a good spot. So that was awesome. And I even watched soccer this weekend. I watched the Pinks. Now, I'm happy for everybody. Like, it's kind of one of those things. Like, I'm happy for all of the Pinks fans. I'm happy for Messi. I'm happy. I was strangely very happy for David Beckham. I like the Beckham family. They're adorable. You know, I liked his whole deal. He seemed gooses galore. Congratulations to the Moss family for getting this done for their little creation. It was a little weird on the broadcast because I couldn't really tell the vibe of this dude. I don't know who any of these people are other than that Twellman fella. I see him all the time, but I don't know who the people are on that desk. And the guy felt like it felt like he was trying to trick everybody. Like he thought he was going to lie to everybody, I guess, who was watching in England. And he goes, yeah, we're here in Miami. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're very far from Miami. And I felt like so I don't know. It was either two things with him where like he either was confused and was told he was in Miami, or he was just trying to pass it off. I've asked other people this, and they say, no, he was trying to pass it off. I don't know. I'm not really sure. They always
do that, though.
I feel like that's what they were trying to do, Brittney. I'm not really sure.
Well, on the college football selection show, they had a reporter in the practice facility at UM, and it said Miami Gardens, Florida. And I was like, no, that's Coral Gables.
Nope. Yeah, we've never been more accurate. I mean, we could just open an iPhone and you can say where you are. It's not I don't think anybody's going to be turned off by it either. It's just a very strange thing. But either way, that was cool. I enjoyed it. It was nervous. It was squeaky cheeks for like 2 seconds when Vancouver tied it, and then the Pinks grabbed it. And then it was kind of like the thing I don't like about soccer, and I know that this is American Cretan of me, but I don't like how they can just finagle the time to be whatever they want it to be. And I feel like when the Pinks went up 3-1, the game should just be over. And like they all celebrate like it's a walk-off. Like, great, we don't need to do this extra time. It's ridiculous. But like they're all celebrating and the fireworks go off and everything is going crazy because they go up 3-1 and the Pinks. And then they're just like, nah, we got to bleed out this extra 4 minutes. It's like, well, why? We know it should be over. No more extra time. The extra time should only be for the other team to be able to tie. It's like once the empty netter hits, boom, it's over. Like you don't have to keep it going.
I don't know. I think you have to play it because what if the other team scores?
They're not going to score.
You didn't know that. You don't know that.
I do know it. I watched that and I was like, they're not going to score. The Pinks have this wrapped up. I wanted everybody to roll out there, celebrate, and it should have been over. That's why they should have let it. That's why it should have just been over. I would have been done with it. And I know Olivier Richie's mad at me because he's like, you're a cretin. But I'm just telling you right now, you're playing the extra time, presumably so some other result in the game can happen. So once the other result happens and you give up another goal, it should be over. It should be over. There's nothing else to play for. But whatever. I mean, like, you know, these are just my soccer ideas. I pop in every once in a while. I'm just trying to check it out. But it was still Goosies. I was happy for everybody who got that. Happy for the individuals who got sent off with the trophy. And they reached the mountaintop. That's really cool. You create a franchise out of nothing, and you get to a point where people are wondering, is this all going to work out? Is this going to be a joke? And no, they've invested a ton of money into it. They took it all the way to the top. So that was great. I was happy for everybody there involved with the Pinks winning the MLS Cup. So that was also an awesome part of the weekend. And then finally the Heat, which, wow. Schmeathan says, you know what else should be over? Jovic on the Heat. Look, I'm not giving him the blame because he is not responsible for Zach LaVine becoming the greatest basketball player on earth. But he hasn't been very good this year. 5 turnovers. Like every time he walks out there, he's like inventing new ways to turn over the basketball. I don't understand who this person is. I couldn't have been this wrong. I refuse to accept it. This is not my Jovic.
I don't think you're wrong. Like I don't think it's fair to just write him off. Like Jaime Hawkins had a terrible season last year, and look at him now. Like
right.
I don't know what's going on with him. I feel like it's a confidence issue.
Oh, he's shook.
He's really shook, and I think like when he goes out there, he just tries to do too much, and it just leads to disaster.
It's crazy. He's like, I don't even understand what he's doing out there. I don't really want to understand what he's doing, but I want him to fix it. All right? It's enough kid gloves already, Jovic. Enough of it already. You're embarrassing us. All right? Do you know how many people in this city watched Serbia versus Portugal? Not many, dude.
One.
But I did. And I don't know where that guy is who took on Portugal, but I don't see him. So fix it. And also, Spo, where the hell's the offense? All right? All of a sudden now, you couldn't wait to be rats off of Siobhan Kalel Ware. And what the hell happened to all of you? Did you just think you were going to walk in off that Magic game where I don't know what Bam and Norman Powell were doing at the end of that game? They both looked drunk. And then they walk in here like they had to go to Art Basel, and they just couldn't be bothered with basketball happening. Very disappointing. But we have lots of show to dive into, lots of things to get into. The Dolphins win. The Canes are in. The Panthers are rolling. The Pinks are champs. It's all happening for us, baby, except for the Heat. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Leroy will be here eventually. Yesterday, Miami Hurricanes made the college football playoff. They're going to take on Texas A&M on December 20th at high noon from College Station. At least as I saw yesterday, Texas A&M was a 4-point favorite for that game. I don't know where the line is right now, but that's what it opened up at yesterday. I got sent this text during the break, Brittney, from I think this guy's name is Trey Zuhn III. He's one of their linemen, Texas A&M. He says that Rueben Bain's not a threat. No reaction to that? That seems like a dumb thing to come to your mind.
I just want to laugh. That's funny.
Hey, Ruben! This Trey Zuhn III says you're not a threat. So you know, dude, I'm sure the message will get to you. It'll be in the notebook. That's crazy talk. I do love that Notre Dame is sitting here and crying. It's really crazy to me that we had to sit here for a month, and really just gets down to my whole problem with all of this, which is silly. I don't really understand this system, and it's silly that we have to wait for these conference championships. Do they matter? Do they not matter? To Alabama, they don't. To BYU, they do. I guess because they're looking at it and they're saying, hey, it's a Georgia rubber match. Like, you know, so basically them getting their ass kicked doesn't matter, but them also relating back to FSU beating them does matter for the Canes getting in, but also the Canes winning against Notre Dame. It's weird to me. I don't understand it. Manny Diaz is also somehow a conference champion before the Miami Hurricanes, which is just very infuriating. But also, did it kind of help the Canes?
I think I was going to say, as much as I hated to see it, because I hated to see it, it definitely helped the Canes, because I think that obviously if Virginia would have won, they would have been that bid where James Madison is at.
Mm-hmm.
And
that would have been
and then there would have been no ACC teams.
Right.
If
which would have cost the ACC money.
It would have cost the ACC money, and I think that the college football playoff would have to answer like a lot of questions on that end, and I don't think you could leave out a Power 5 conference like that. Like I think that Duke winning was the best case scenario. I think Alabama winning was the best case. I mean, losing was the best case scenario for Miami. It all just worked in their favor.
Everything went their way.
It went their way. It didn't go their way the weekend prior, but it went their way this past weekend.
I don't feel like anything should have had to go their way, because they should have been ranked above Notre Dame even before all of this.
So,
but whatever. I mean,
I think
now I guess it's cemented everything.
I think that's the issue. Like, as much as I'm going to be like, take a step back as a homer and be like, if I was Notre Dame, I would be kind of upset, because they never put Miami ahead of Notre Dame in any of the rankings. And then you come out on Selection Sunday and all of a sudden they're ahead. You drop 2 spots. You just drop out, which is kind of crazy. And if it happened to Miami, you know, we have to understand that we would be upset too. So as much as I like to see Notre Dame, you know, upset, I can understand where the college football playoff committee is just so flawed, and it continues like to be flawed, and it's really annoying.
Schmeathan says that ESPN has turned college football into Love Island.
No, I really feel like it is Love Island.
I also like look at that committee and I'm just like, these guys, I mean, they all look like fuddy-duddies. You know, it reminds me of like when they chime into the ACC review booth, and I'm just like, I don't trust any of these guys and their opinions on this stuff. Like, we need to have a better committee as it is. You know, like we don't put enough stock into who are on committees. We don't really just know. They just send some poor schlub out there to go talk to ESPN every which way afterwards. I think the thing with Notre Dame, this is kind of what they should have been told the entire time, is like, look, and this was my issue with them, is that they kept the records the same, but they basically said that the Canes have to work their way up, which really never made sense. What they really should have said is like, look, the Canes always bleep up in the end of the season. You guys will eventually pass them. And instead, they like to do this whole arbitrary, no, this is who feels like they're better now. We think, we feel, we did. No, just like in no other sport, because you know once it comes down to it, You're never going to be able to do that unless you're just a complete corrupt rat bastard. And so I really have no empathy for Notre Dame, because one, who other than Alabama, who gets more passes than them? I mean, you're talking about the two schools that like get everything rubbed their way the right way when they can help it. And I think that's the thing with Notre Dame right now is they feel like our birthright was taken away. And in fact, I saw afterwards, now they have it in writing that all they have to be is in the top 12 and they're going to make the playoff from here on out. Now, they're probably going to expand the playoff, so
I think so.
That'll probably, that's just they're going to be their solve for everything is more games.
They have to at this point. It's too. They thought 12 was going to fix it. It's not fixing anything.
Do they have to fix it, though? Because, here's the problem. A lot of teams didn't take care of their business, and you ended up with James Madison and Tulane in the field. You know what I mean? Do we really need to do this?
But you don't think BYU deserve to be in the college football playoff? If Alabama's in there, if you're going the criteria of what happened, what the selections were, BYU should have been in the college football playoff.
But then we're talking about the idea of should they get in with an extra spot or do you want them to take Alabama's place? We're more mad about the idea that Alabama, and by the way, this has been the case since the BCS. This has been the case since they started the playoff. Alabama always gets through, and they get more chances than anybody. They have basically the Pope of college football and Nick Saban going up there every single time, and he comes down on high and decides who gets the rub. But Alabama's always going to get that forever and for always. If they lose to FSU embarrassingly, it doesn't matter to them. So it's more of an Alabama problem than it is a need more teams problem. I mean, if you guys want to have more football, we can have more football. But I think when we have this many teams that are in the playoff and two of them are basically Sun Belt and American teams, you barely have an ACC team in there. I don't know if we need more teams. I think this was just one of those circumstance years where, hey, we had things that went the way. Some team was going to get the spot, but they lost to another team that was just up there for a spot. And that's it. We're always going to have these times where if we go to 16, we'll get to a point where should we go to 24 teams?
No, I think 16. I think 16 will fix it because you have more chances for at-large teams to get in. I just think I have a hard time with BYU because they have a better record than Alabama. They had one of the harder schedules in college football this year, and they lost to the number 4 team in the country.
I get
not as bad as Alabama lost to Georgia.
They were embarrassing against Georgia.
They were embarrassing, and they had negative. I had more rushing yards than them on Saturday.
They basically need to, either change the ranking system. Dade South says get rid of preseason rankings. That might help.
I feel like that helps. Yeah.
Because it's you can't really deduce how good are these games until you get to a certain point, or, just I don't know, don't have the rankings until there's 2 weeks left. This whole why did we need a month?
But I think there's an issue. I think there's also an issue in the conference championship games. There's not a clear-cut understanding of whether or not they're important, because I still can't answer that for you. Because why was it important for BYU and not important for Alabama? I don't understand that, and no one can answer that question for me.
Oh, I can. Here, me.
Well, I know it's Alabama's in the SEC. I know what you're going to say.
That's it. That's the reason, though. You know the reason.
I know the reason, but it's not a good reason.
But that's never good. Brittney, if they put every SEC team gets an automatic bid, that would be the only, that's the only way that these jackals will be happy. It's and it's exactly what Notre Dame did. It was we're going to get it in writing. It's all right, cool. Why? Why do you guys get it in writing? This is the thing that I find and found really unbecoming the entire time as a Canes fan is the Canes program has had a tough 20 years between trying to come back from the last greatness that this team had, this chasing of the drug that is the U is back. But for years, they're still treated like they're some kind of outsider compared to the rest of these programs where these dudes weren't winning national championships, not Alabama, but Notre Dame wasn't winning championships from the time the forward pass was invented. And we're sitting here treating them like they're God's gift to football because they literally think God has blessed them down and given them the gift of football, touchdown Jesus. And the Canes were sitting here being like, what do you mean you guys think you should be in above us? I don't understand that. And from the Alabama standpoint, look, you had Paul Feinbaum up here before the season being like, this committee better remember where their bread is buttered. And it's like they're threatening.
Yeah.
And I think the thing with Mario is like, I give respect to him where like he didn't really talk anybody down. He's just like, look, what do I got to do here? We won. And when does that not matter? It was dumb. It was dumb from the get-go.
It's like there's no other sport that head-to-head matchup is not always a tiebreaker. Like it doesn't make any sense. But I blame the committee. It's the committee's fault.
Well, they don't know what they're doing.
They don't, because Miami should have never, when we lost to Louisville and to SMU, we should have never dropped as far as we did. Ever. That was where their number one issue was. When Notre Dame was 0-2, they should have been at the bottom of the rankings and had to work
They
their
shouldn't
way
have been
up.
ranked.
They shouldn't have even been ranked, if we're being honest. Exactly. So it's all, and then there was never a point where the committee should have ever put Notre Dame above Miami. There's just no way, shape, or form. And that's where you're going to get the pushback on this, and where you're going to get the anger from Notre Dame fans and Notre Dame as a program, which I'm not going to lie. If it was me, I'm going to be honest and not be a homer here. If it was Miami that happened to, I would be very upset.
Yeah, but the only reason that they're upset is because they feel like they were lied to by something that was incorrect the whole time. Like and even the fallout of the arguments that I've seen from Notre Dame fans, they don't have an argument against Miami. Like their argument now all of a sudden shifted, and their argument was stupid from the entire time to begin with.
Yeah,
like,
there was never an argument to be had.
but they acted like there was, and their target should have been the entire time, oh, you guys are going to do the SEC thing again, and they lost sight of it. Their eye was off the ball on that one. They're like,
Miami and Notre Dame should have teamed up and gone after Alabama.
Well, they're not going to team up. They decided
I know.
decided to go get lawyers, and you guys are going to put it in writing, and we're going to be getting into the playoff now if we're in the top 12
and opt out of the best bowl in the history of college football.
You guys think you're above the Pop Tart Bowl? You guys think you're above playing for the Golden Domers won't play for the Golden Toaster? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're going to go focus on. What are you going to focus on? You had all last season to focus. You know what you did? You lost the first 2 weeks of the season.
Exactly.
Maybe if you focused less, you would be in a better spot.
Better.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
How are you?
I made a little mistake.
Hmm?
I knew I had to come into work, so I scheduled an appointment closer to here.
Yeah.
But I'm not familiar with the people that work there. You see what I mean? So
Did you side street it over here? You use any of my side streets?
No. By the time I got out, it was fine.
Oh.
But it was just, I knew based on how everything was going, that's why I text like really early. I'm like, this ain't
gonna work.
Ain't gonna work.
We'll get them situated. We'll take a break, get you guys caught up with everything. Leroy's in the building. We're back after this.
You know.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
I think that's the worst part of it. The worst part of it is that you're ranking teams based on what they did last year or what their recruiting class is, and nobody played a damn game yet.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but for ESPN, for Fox, for ABC, for the ACC network, for the SEC, for all these, the rankings is what sells early on in the season. The game, week 0, 1 versus 5, 2 versus 8, that all sells. So if you didn't have those rankings,
yeah, I think that's what they think. It's an interesting question. I'm not saying that that's wrong from them, but I also think that college football has become such a monster and that there are so many big people know who the big teams are. I don't know if they do need it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like in today's day and age, I don't know if they do.
I don't know if you follow you hearing the way these games are sold, the way they're promoted, the way game day goes to schools,
Right.
the way they do all these things. We gave you said, yeah, they would still go to Miami FSU. I don't know. Not if there was a more desirable location, but the rankings makes it desirable.
I think the better argument would be if it was Miami, Virginia. I think a rivalry game's always going to be a rivalry game. And I think if anything, I think sometimes the rankings would be a hindrance to it,
Here, and I use this as an example when we're off air. How many times will we've gone to see game day have gone to Indiana? They're the number 1 seed.
Yeah, Indiana's a good example, but I think that's just on brand. Like Indiana's been good the last 2 years.
But that's why the rankings matter.
Like you could
rankings matter because it's not just brand.
Right. But you could sell it better. Like people could do it and say, "Hey, the defending Big Ten champs are taking on."
You can say that now.
Yeah, no.
But I'm saying before
we're
this
selling
year,
games next year.
But before this year, right, as the season was playing on,
right,
everybody in the country was saying the same thing I was saying. Indiana, cute story, but they always start off 5-0, 6-0, right? They're not sellable yet. In fact, it was only up until when they played Penn State, maybe, but then you realize Penn State sucked. When they got to the Big Ten championship, then Indiana, and it took a whole football season for them to get the same.
I think the thing is though, like, we're so football hungry at that point, right? Like,
Yes.
we're not talking never rankings. I'm saying like, let's give a month of like 4 football games. Do we need 4 football games? Because you're gonna have one big game. You're gonna have 2 cupcakes. Everyone's gonna do two cupcakes, and then probably start your conference schedule, right? If you waited a month, do we really need to sell football like that, like that badly?
But
with the rankings,
you're talking about 2 different factions of NCAA football. Okay. There's the people that want those rankings, who have bought the rights and spent the billions of dollars for all that. And then maybe it's the NCAA that would say, you know what, we might be better served to wait before we have these ridiculous rankings early in the year, because as we've seen year after year, that early season rankings don't usually play out.
Yeah.
That being said, you go to the people paying the $1 billion and say, we're not going to have rankings. If that's what they believe is what's selling people watching these games. Or you can do this. Instead of having 2 or 3 games the first couple of weeks of big time games, then you do interconference matchups. For years, for each year.
It's all going to change, it feels like, because even Alabama's changing the whole, we're going to play big teams now. Like I feel like they're going to go away from that.
Strength of schedule is what gets you in with 3 losses. Okay. Strength of schedule is what gets you out being 11-2 with only 2 losses. And that's the reality of it. And so I'm not mad if teams try to, play tougher competition because of that. But look at Miami's schedule. They didn't have a cupcake season. The teams just end up sucking. That's not their fault. You schedule these teams 5 years in advance.
Yeah.
Did you know
You didn't
5
know-
years ago Florida State was going to be this
Or Florida.
or Florida? So you go Florida,
You
Florida
losers.
State. What did you have? USF or UCF?
They had USF.
USF was ranked, right?
They got Heartline now.
And right. So they have all these, before the season, everybody was talking about how tough Miami's schedule was. After the season, you're looking back and saying it's weak. Now, I would say this. You should get credit for beating a ranked team if they're ranked when you play. Don't then go at the end of the year.
And take it back.
Right, because you're selling the two ranked teams. And then at the end of the year, if some team ends up being terrible, you don't get credit for that. Why should you be penalized?
I get
At
you.
the time, so guess what? Florida State was what? Top 5?
When you be talking about in the beginning
When
of the
Miami
season.
played them.
No, they weren't top 5.
They weren't top. They were ranked though.
They were ranked, but they weren't top 5.
So Florida State was ranked. Florida was ranked. Notre Dame was ranked. Now, you start off a season like that and you start winning, you moving up the list. You're moving up.
Jarrell says, damn, we are losers, though. Should have fired Napier a long time ago. Who do they got now? Who's that guy? They got the Tulane guy, right? Isn't he their coach now?
I don't know.
I think he's their coach now.
So a lot of this, Miami got screwed, not by the system, not by where you were ranked and when you were ranked. You got screwed because you're getting credit. And when you moved up, when they skyrocketed up the charts, it was because of all the ranked teams they beat. And they started the season off, they beat 3 ranked teams in the first month? And then you lose all credibility at the end of the year to say they only beat 1 ranked team? No. If you're ranked at the time you play them, that's a ranked team. You beat a ranked team.
I think the whole thing just needs to be like, well, what's the best way to sell this to everybody, but also not be stupid to get everybody in a lather? You know?
I think you have to have
And
the
I think that's what they
rankings.
want. Like, I think they want to treat us like hyenas.
First
Like,
of all, look, not for nothing, but the only thing Notre Dame has to offer is the money. And that's why everybody's scared of Notre Dame. That's it. You play 3 armed forces games every year. If any other school had done that, you'd be dismissing them in a heartbeat.
are we going to miss them? Like, no one's going to miss them.
No,
No one's going to miss them.
no.
Why do they need something in writing?
You don't even need to play in the bowl.
You
Don't
don't
play.
even-
You know
yeah,
what?
don't.
Don't play in the bowl. But guess what?
You're not worthy of the Pop Tart Bowl.
Guess what? Don't. If Miami had lost to Notre Dame
Mhm.
and they were on the other side of that, right? You say, you know what? If you're going to be compared to another team and you lose to them, you got to kind of eat it.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't feel sorry for Notre Dame. I'm not going to be apologetic to Notre Dame, right?
If they can't, like,
you
let's
play
let's say
1
the-
or 2 ranked teams a year and you get launched up the rankings from beating Navy and Army and all these teams.
right. Like, let's say SMU would have like kept going after the Canes, and then they would have ended up in the conference championship, and they would have won. Like, and they were the ACC rep. Like, not much you can say.
Right, exactly.
Not much you can say. Like, okay, then at least we're having same conversation. I can't believe Manny Diaz is a conference champion.
Right. Manny Diaz.
This is crazy. What world are we living in? The ACC is
Right.
so drunk.
So
They really they really got to get their breath
Right.
together.
So I think I'm more annoyed by this is that only down here, only in Miami, could you get into the college football playoff and everybody still bitch.
Oh, we're not bitching anymore. We're happy.
Like, but I told you this beforehand.
They were emotionally manipulative.
Wait, I told you this beforehand.
Okay.
You think I just arbitrarily made it up?
You ever been in a bad relationship?
No,
and your
I'm
friend,
not.
No, hear me
I
out. Just
told
just
you.
hear me out.
I went out on a limb and gave you information to get you to relax.
But I thought
and
that was
nobody relaxed. So you know what? That's why I don't like. It's so infuriating to even wish well for you.
if I knew I had the information from you that was trusted. Hold on, hear me out. If I knew that, and then I knew for sure, then I would be breaking your trust, and I didn't want people knowing that I knew.
Dude,
I was trying to protect your sources.
dude. Give yourself a -1 now.
Why?
You know why.
Why?
You know why you flip-flop
-1.
fraudulent. This is
No, I was
fraudulent.
protecting you.
For flip-floppery.
What? If people knew that I knew that you knew.
I'm telling you.
I know, but if
You
knew,
think I'm just making something like that up?
well, I just didn't want to break confidence for you. I wanted to keep yourself protected.
Oh my God.
If people knew that you knew and I got it from you, then all of a sudden, this Leroy, they won't tell him anything anymore. I'm protecting your sources.
Oh my goodness. Why?
If I act like I'm all calm, then it's a little suspicious.
Brittney, I'm gonna tell you something. Tobin's my boy.
What?
We go way back. I would do anything for this man. Why do I always want to choke the life out of him?
What?
You know why?
I just didn't want
You know why? You know why? Oh my goodness.
If I would have gone on the radio the next day.
No. I do this to give you comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And I break it down for you and I explain to you what was going to happen. In fact, when the committee chair got up and explained why Miami was in over Notre Dame, did he not tell you word for word what I said to you last week?
He did.
And it still didn't matter.
Well, here's the thing.
No.
Brittney.
No.
He kept giving me the notes, but I didn't like their notes.
Dude,
I didn't believe him either. He tried to tell me to. I wasn't listening.
He gave me a
This
shirt.
is excruciating. Dude,
At least I'm
so
admitting
Brittney,
it, Leroy. You're
Brittney.
mad at us because we are admitting to you
Brittney.
that we didn't.
Brittney, do you understand why I sometimes get so mad down here that I just root against you? Do you
That's not very
understand
nice,
that?
That's not nice.
It's not nice.
It's not
But when
nice.
I give
Not
you
nice.
the information
I didn't
and you
want-
still act like
But
I didn't want people
But-
thinking there was a leak.
can you admit? Can you admit?
stop it with that. Stop.
What do you mean? That's why.
You are the worst.
Oh, I didn't want to do that,
Oh
dude.
my goodness.
That's not cool.
All right.
Otherwise, they're going, little chatty Leroy on the radio
Say,
telling everybody everything.
He finally admits that he's a hater. That's not what I admitted. That's not what I admitted. Like, do you understand that some of the ridiculousness that you guys come out with kind of makes me just root against you? Not because I'm a Miami hater, but because I'm so tired of this foolishness.
Ty Surge says, Leroy, you were right, but Tobin's anger was completely justified.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
The
how are you?
only
Can I
reason
tell you
wait,
why?
the only reason why I did what I did
Mm-hmm.
was so you wouldn't be so angry. You understand this?
When
so
we
that
we
you
talking
would
about Saturday
realize-
night or the whole
No,
time?
the whole time.
That wasn't helpful. Can I tell you why?
Wait. Knowing the answer, knowing is not. Oh. All right.
Because look how Notre Dame acts. I hate them.
I didn't. He says, you child, Miami getting in doesn't mean the system isn't broken. I never, at no point in time, have I ever said that there wasn't a problem with the system.
I will apologize.
I never said that.
Okay, I will
But
apologize.
I just, from your perspective, from everybody getting so caught up on Notre Dame being above Miami, all I did was try to give you some comfort in saying it will work itself out.
I mostly was just trusting your confidence, and I didn't want to show your hand. But I will apologize publicly for saying you wear shamrock undies. I apologize. That went too far.
That's where we went.
That went too far.
Wait, that's
That
where
went
we
too
went.
far.
That's where we went.
That went too far.
That's where we went.
That went too far. I apologize for that. Everything else, I was protecting you and your intel.
Dude.
Look how they're acting, though. I mean, like, could you understand why I hate them so much? Notre Dame's just like they
Listen.
are so sniveling.
Again,
I hate that.
I will say to Notre Dame the same thing I said to Miami 3 weeks ago. Stop complaining. Take care of your business. You had every opportunity to not have it come to the hands or be in the hands of a committee. Same thing I'll say to Notre Dame. Shut up. You had a chance to beat a team that moved ahead of you and you lost to them.
Yeah, go play in the legal bowl with FSU. Go sue a conference or something.
It's like,
I guess
no.
you can't, so go sue yourself. How about that?
How is that not a touchdown?
Dude, how is that not a touchdown?
He did a tap dance.
I don't understand the rules
He
anymore.
went ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
I thought, hey, forever and for
Two
always, is
steps.
football not cross the plane, two hands,
steps, 2 steps.
football? What?
Yeah.
I don't know. Lots of football happening. Dolphins win. Get into it. Regular old second hours next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. I got a message out here, especially for Schmeeth and Schmolnick. Very exciting. Schmeethan, Mike Tyson is bringing his Return of the Mike show to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood on December 14th. Stories and more from Iron Mike. And we got your chance to win tickets. Just keep on listening to our show. We have a pair of tickets to give away every day this week. So keep on listening to that. If you guys don't win your way in, you guys can also purchase your tickets at casino.hardrock.com/hallowed/events. He was delightful with us.
Yes.
He was delightful
Right.
with us.
He did the pre-interview chew.
Yep. Oh, man.
So-
Let's get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Go ahead.
So when they say A-Chan had a rib,
Dude, okay, you got to explain this because I watched that play, right? First of all, I was very sad because he's amazing. Did you see him weave through like 9 jets?
it's like they were, and keep in mind, do you see how different the speed looks? That's how it looks when it's hot. He looks faster, but they look faster. When it's cold, everybody looks slow and he looks fast.
Yeah.
And so the like your athletic ability is still different. It's just it looks different because it's cold.
So he gets so I was scared when he got hit or when he got tackled on the back. I thought it was like his knee or something. You're telling me that can mess up your ribs?
Dude, you don't even. I got hit in the back, reaching up to catch a ball. I got hit in the back and broke 2 ribs underneath my scapula. I didn't even know I had ribs that high.
The hell's a scapula?
Back here, the bone, the shoulder bone, back here.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
Didn't even.
You have ribs back there?
Yes.
Whoa.
Underneath. They go all the way up. And I had no idea what it was. And I got hit like just hard in the back. You would be in any twisting. If you get twisted the wrong way, you could do cartilage. Like I have calcium deposits all over them. Like, yeah, man, getting hit as a running back, twisted, pulled, or whatever. And sometimes it's the simplest of hits.
It looked like not like
You can't explain it.
I thought like he got when he first came out and you could see he was in pain. I was like,
Yes,
oh, I thought they twisted his knee.
Is that Kentucky Finn? Yeah, landing on the football.
Oof.
That'll get you.
Schmeethan says the only ribs Tobin can locate our baby back.
Man,
Oh,
I
dude.
love him. Now I'm a St. Louis guy. More meat.
Both good.
So yeah, it's there's a lot of injuries that happen in football where it's not just a knockout blow or anything like that. It's a twist or a turn. I mean, hell, we see more non-contact injuries than we do hits.
Bro, did you see the Daniel Jones? That was rough. I felt bad for him.
No, what happened?
Blew his Achilles out. But so he was already playing on a fractured fibula. And he played yesterday, and you know what happens? Other
stuff.
Other leg went, and he was toast. So it was the most obvious Achilles blow.
I
of all time.
feel bad for him because this was his get back year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so here's everybody's saying I don't think A-Chan should play. Let me tell you what they do. All right. If it's a small area, they can give you a shot. It doesn't help because it still hurts. Then you got to wear the jacket, the Kevlar vest.
Does that slow you down?
No, it just
It's tight, uncomfortable.
if you're a woman, it'd be a bustier.
Oh,
It's tight like that. It just hold and
it, is that like Downton Abbey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in some cases it's Kevlar. You can't move as well, but you feel much better because when you get hit. Now the problem is it's still twisting and turning, or breathing, or laughing. So
it should be noted, Mike McDaniel did say after the game that he could have gone back in. They were just smoking him.
yeah,
So they decided not to.
I finished in all the games I broke my ribs. I finished the game.
So just to let her like that was.
I
pointed out
finished
to
the game. Now it could be cartilage.
That Jets team is bad, especially on offense. That poor new quarterback.
Poor new quarter. Wait.
New guy.
Dude, I'm going to tip my hat to Weaves. Because Weaves, when the new quarterback went in, he goes, I have an announcement. Blood in the water.
Chum?
Attack. I mean, they blitzed every play.
Six sacks on that kid. Six
but-
sacks on him. But I will say, like, look, the Dolphins, that's a game I wanted, right? Like, I wanted just go. You've had these last 2 weeks. I wanted to see him just throttle and smack a team in the mouth.
They did.
And they did. Like
Right.
that
And you know
felt
what?
good. That felt good to watch.
Right.
Woo! Wow.
Hey,
But
you know what's amazing about that? Here's what I would tell you about football. And football is contagious. We've watched Achan for the last 2 years and talk about how small he was, but how physical he ran.
Mhm.
Every guy that comes into the game, when Achan is not in, brings a level of physicality. And that's what you want out of that room.
Yeah.
So, like, when you watch Jalen, is it Jalen, right?
Jalen Wright.
Jalen
Yep.
Wright.
Mhm.
You watch him run the football, and you look at how he's running. You go, that tone has been set in that room.
Yeah.
They all run like that. Now, I would also like to say, I've said something else to you a million times.
Okay.
And this year is evident of that more than anything. Sometimes it's not how good the individual offensive linemen are, but the fact that they get to play with the same offensive lineman all year.
Some cohesion.
And if you look at how that started with us talking about the individual players
It's about
to where it is now, and now we're talking about them as a unit, that's like, I can't emphasize that enough.
And it looks like it's breed confidence because Savai he was balling yesterday.
Yeah,
he
that's
was,
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
mowing people
Well,
over.
He had a whole nother part to add to that. And that is being young and having to pick up on stuff. So he's learning on the fly too. On the other side of the ball, good Lord. Biggers and Phillips. Is it Phillips?
Yeah, I was actually thinking because I was going to text you yesterday, but I realized I was texting you way too much about Bengals Bills. Is that old Jordan Phillips had to play?
Yeah.
Because Joe Boudreaux. Tough day.
So when you look at the offense and defensive line and how they developed during the course of the year, it sucked having to go through that with them because the team wasn't very good early. But if you're looking at this team now and how they're playing, right? It is remarkable how, credit to the coaching staff, to them just being patient with it and not making a whole bunch of changes, partly because you couldn't. Right.
Says Chris Greer had a good draft year 10. Chad Johnson said Chris Greer built this offensive line, defensive line.
I would say
it's a tough give and go. It's a tough give and take because they're also 4-0 since they've gotten rid of them. So
right.
I don't know what
well,
to
it
do
could
with
be
that.
like it's
Bad timing.
Look, I would like to say that he picked good people, but I would also like to say the job they've done developing these guys,
Great job,
has been unbelievable, and that's not.
Yeah, he also signed a guy with a torn Achilles to play right guard too. So
right.
let's not give him all the flowers in the world.
So
I just ask you one thing though, okay? And I don't mean to put a damper on this party because it was a fun win. What the hell happened to Tua after the first 3 drives?
I don't know. I think one. I think that
because he was cooking.
I think they got to the point where they say we're dominating them up front, and so they did more of the run game, short pass, stuff like that.
Well, let me tell you something, dude.
That ball, whoa! I had to look. No lie, I had my pencil on the TV like this for that ball.
Oh, you're talking about the backwards pass? What was that? I was like,
I think he was trying to just throw it away,
yeah.
but he wasn't like.
He had two and I was just like, Tua. I'm like, Tua, there's literally only one way this goes, and it's bad because you guys are killing them right now. They just got a punt return touchdown. The only way
is
this becomes a game.
And then
what? I was like,
yeah, right.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, and I texted you this, like, I don't know, because I know Tua has to have like a trust with the receiver, and I think with Jalen Wright, they tried doing the H-Chan stuff, and it just wasn't working. You give him the rock, let him run forward.
Yeah,
but the whole pass game thing, I don't know. They just weren't on the same page or whatever. It just two of the passes nearly led to disaster.
I would say that I'm gonna tell everybody this, and I'm not saying this. This comes from a place of kind of knowing and kind of feeling that way in an off season where I had surgery and never really had a chance to do the things I do in off season. Right. Tua doesn't look fit. And I would say this. It's not an injury thing. Everybody's going to injury. When I watch him play, it just looks like he didn't have a full off season to do all the things he did the year before.
What you're saying makes sense.
And so it's starting to show up after doing this for 3 months. And that's usually when it shows up. And I would say going into next year, having a full off season and you're realizing it yourself, right? That I better get my tail in some kind of good shape because I know how I felt. It's all part of the deal. It's all part of the ebbs and flows of a career. It's just that he's not in a position to be able to experience all that, right? Tua is one of those people, he has to be on point all the time for this team to function. And I think realizing that in the middle of a season and not being able to do nothing about it is frustrating. So I'm not taking, he's had a bad year.
Oh yeah.
And
it was weird. I didn't know if that was like a scripted play thing because he was humming early.
It is some
it was
some
weird
of
that
it.
it
Some
just
of it
got
has
away
to
from
do
him.
with that. But I think when you start having success running the ball, and you run the ball 5-6 times in a row and get past midfield, you kind of get away from it.
Yeah, I was happy that McDaniel, after a couple of those, was just like, you know what? Let's just give it to Wright the whole way and put the hammer on this game.
Right.
I was like,
I mean, when you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards of carry, like
he did that one drive and then he went away from it, and that's his
Yeah.
thing. And I'm like, stop.
Stop overthinking the room.
Yeah, just keep giving him the rock, dude. Like,
Well,
let's go.
Say, Leroy, how does that OS Rodgers with that bum Achilles move better than lefty? It's not a matter of moving. Aaron Rodgers, we assume, is moving great because he's got a hand cannon, an arm cannon. Tua has to be very Tua has to be technical when he throws the football. And he's not one of those guys that can, I mean, who did we see? Chicago quarterback, sidearm throw, dart, just kind of under, like it was crazy. Like a lot of these quarterbacks that have different angle throws. Like Tua's not that guy.
You talking about Caleb Williams?
Yeah, Caleb Williams. But a lot of guys have to be more technical. You look at a guy like, I'll give you a perfect example, Drew Brees. Drew Brees had to be very technical. If he couldn't step into a ball, that's why they did a lot of pressure up the middle. If he couldn't step into a throw, it looked like a duck. And he's one of the best to ever do it.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Crazy NFL weekend. The Pinks, champions. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Yesterday, NFL was crazy. Chiefs done?
Huh?
I think the Chiefs are done, right?
Yeah. And I can't. There's a couple of things that they need. First of all, they need offensive line and they need weapons.
Just that. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, the defense.
Defense.
You're
hasn't
putting
been
the
as good as
defense in a bad spot week after week after week.
Yep.
Somebody said Kelsey needs to hang it up. But for what he does, he should not at this point be the go-to.
Yeah, I get
The
you.
fact that he is the go-to is the problem.
Well, dude, but he's had 2 this year that have just like yammed right off his hands and ended up with the other team, and you're just like they've looked really bad.
How about your Jags?
Don't say that.
I mean, keep in mind,
Former.
Indy is,
Former my Jags. What about them? Division's falling apart.
Yeah.
You know, what do you know? I kind of still think
How
that
about Houston with the
I
comeback.
kind of think Houston's better than them, but you know, Trevor Lawrence was saying yesterday, he goes, no one's gonna believe us. It's like, yeah, because of you. That's why. Because they think you're a time bomb. That's why. What are you talking about, dude? Like, yeah, that's why they don't believe in you. It's not like some slight. Like you've given nobody any reason to have faith in that stuff. So yeah, there was that. I don't understand what happened to that Ravens touchdown. I'm confused by it.
I mean, he caught it, did the cha-cha, and then got it knocked out.
Yeah, I don't
At what point when you're in the end zone, he didn't fall to the ground. Now, I will say this. Lively has been in the last couple of weeks on the worst end of anything.
I think it's
so
likely.
I would say we probably shouldn't be Hollywooding it too much. Like, get that thing on tucked in. I did that one time in my life, and I will never forget it. I know exactly when it was. I caught a screen pass. I went inside of Chris Dolman, got to the one, was just going to coast in the end zone. Boop, he poked it and went out of the back of the end zone. No touchdown and a touchback.
Look, nobody is happy.
I will never, ever. That play is burned forever.
Nobody's happier about Joe Burrow stinking up the joint than James Cook yesterday, because James Cook was having a day just yakking up the football at the goal line.
Jeez,
it was crazy.
It like those games. You know what makes those games tough is that if you're playing, like, depending on when you're playing through the game, you can get a new football in, but at some point, all the footballs get wet and slippery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you only have so many footballs. So it becomes difficult to handle the football, even if they put, even if they try to dry them, even if they try to do everything. If you're like in 2 minutes or whatever, like you have a stack of balls that you're going to get dry ones in so the quarterback can throw them. But then if you're doing hurry up, like the quarterback won't demand a new ball if you pretty much can have an idea, oh, he's handing it off.
Timbo says we're going to end up with a Jets-Bills AFC championship, aren't we? Oof, that would be awful.
Jets-Bills?
I mean, Patriots-Bills,
I was
excuse me.
scared to say what?
No, we're not going to end up with Jets anything. They're too busy with their poop-stained jerseys.
Jets. New York in general. You are one of the epicenters of fashion. How dare you put something like that on the field and say it's New York?
Yep.
That was terrible. Was it brown?
I don't
was
know.
It black?
I was confused.
It looked like faded black.
I thought they were supposed to be faded black, and then I was like, kind of looking, I'm like, are they supposed to be like hunter green? But they just ended up looking like poop.
Yeah.
Because I know they weren't brown, because I was I was watching Cleveland and Tennessee on my computer. I'm like, those are brown jerseys.
Right.
I'm looking on my TV. I'm like, those are poop.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. There is nothing that signifies what type of team you are more than wearing poop jerseys.
Yep. Did you see Aaron Glenn at the end of that game? He was just like, he looked like he'd seen a ghost or just been exposed to the worst football he's ever seen in his life. Because they just like,
I mean, how about this is what I don't get.
They stuck on him for like a good 30 seconds and he was just like shaking his head, just
Well, because he
horrified.
knows what he's got to go through.
Oof.
But here's the kicker. Dude, in the history of football, okay, I want you to think to every faked field goal and faked punt that you've ever seen. If they fake it and the ball ends up on the ground, it never works out. How do they fake a punt, toss it, roll it around on the ground, pick it up, and get 19 yards?
I don't know. But you know what I know when you have a bad football team? When all they do is talk about your special teams.
Oh, yeah.
When they talk about your special
Yeah.
teams and they tout that, I know you have a bad football team. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, these Jets, special teams.
They
And
were
listen,
best.
objectively, their special teams was good yesterday, but I just know that
That's not what you listen. If you're on a hot date and that other person says, well, what do you do?
right.
You can't say my special teams are great.
Yep.
Like you
No.
got to cover some offense, some defense. You can't just say we're great special teams.
So we set up a matchup. The Dolphins have won 4 in a row, and we set up a Monday night football matchup
Against
the Pittsburgh Steelers
Hey.
and your boy.
this is not my boy. Listen,
Rodgers.
as
Wow.
a Cleveland Brown, you know how I feel about the Steelers.
I know how you feel about Steelers and Aaron Rodgers.
So yeah, so it's added. I mean, I think we might have to have a watch party or something.
Ah, man.
Y'all want? Hey, who's in town? Chat,
You want to go meet someone?
Twitch. Where y'all down here? Because a lot of y'all from all over.
How
the
far are
country.
you going to go for a watch party, though? You want to do you want to do it in your neck of the woods?
No, we'll figure it out.
You tell
We'll
me.
figure
Well, I
it
got to do pregame, so you got to find a place. I got to figure out if I'm doing it from home or if I got to do it from here.
Your ass is doing it from home. Stop acting like you gonna.
I don't know. Well, if I'm doing the show here, I might just stay here and then I'll move up. I'll
We-
meet you somewhere.
Tua can't win in prime time.
No.
The last one was
Well-
Tua can't win in the cold. So stop.
I don't think
Aaron
that-
Rodgers to Leroy is Skip Bayless. No,
He
no,
hates
it would be
Ron.
Skip Bayless to LeBron.
Oh, dude, you despise this man. I think
don't see.
defense is humming right now. I kind of feel good going into this game.
But here's the difference between me and what Skip Bayless does towards LeBron. At no point in time have I ever questioned Aaron Rodgers' ability. I'm not. He's a Hall of Famer, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. But the other stuff, the other antics, and one of the things that I like. One of the things that I get caught up on with Aaron Rodgers is we talk about how great he is and blah, blah, blah. He's great. I'm not questioning that. But you realize between the Jets and the Steelers, y'all think y'all getting a guy that can get you over the hump. But when he was on better teams, he couldn't get him over the hump. Some of those teams in Green Bay were 14-2, 13-3, and he never got out of the divisional round. So I ask you, what makes you think he can do it there? So, right.
I don't, but I think people are just hopeful that he's going to find that magic, and it was Jets.
Yeah, I get it. I understand that. But sorry if I just look at history and say it's not likely. That doesn't mean I hate him. He's a Hall of Famer.
XRP says John Gruden is GM, Tomlin is the head coach. John,
Why-
I will say this.
Can I please stop people for this? Do you understand why John Gruden is not coaching now?
He's canceled.
So why on earth do you mention his name like no bigs?
And he's suing the NFL too.
Stop!
Let's go in discovery. He may win.
Leroy's still mad he's 5 foot tall. Yeah.
We'll take a break. Leroy hand out his game balls and game bums next. This guy's a ball. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, what do we have today for game balls and game bums?
Game ball has to go to the Pinks.
The Pinks!
You win a championship. You're going to get much love around here, especially when we got MLS. We've got 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup.
Yep. Cats may be back, by the way. Cats may be back.
They look good.
Cats may be back.
Even with a couple of guys I never heard of.
Carter
Hagee.
He had a kid.
He scored
Carter
every night since he's been back?
I think he scored every night since he's back. I think he's got like 5 goals since becoming a dad. So Papa Swag is dealing, but that was cool. Like, look, we got the whole soccer thing. I felt good for David Beckham. Had a little bit of angst, got tied up, and then you need to break it up. You got these crazy bounces. I was asking somebody, I was like, hey, is that on the goalie when it skips over his hands like that? I don't want to like rip him like people rip Bobrovsky. And I was told, it's a little bit of bad luck. I didn't know who to blame there for the Pinks goalie.
I mean, sometimes when they kick it has some of the weirdest spin. You ever see some of those balls? Like, yeah.
They're sitting there. They're like, this is where you want a free kick to be. Yeah. He's lining up. Now we need to know how many on the wall. 4, 5. How many do you want on the wall? What's ideal? As he loves this distance. And too much.
Yeah.
Were they really British?
I don't remember.
No.
All of the broadcast was. All of the everybody on the desk was.
I think every sport just likes the British accent.
Oh, it's better. It's just better.
I would say, wouldn't it be more realistic to have Spanish or
they have that?
Right. I know they have it, but I'm just saying that is soccer bigger in England or in?
I just don't think they need us. I don't think they need to speak English first. I think their audience is big enough not speaking English. So why do I have to subject myself to talk to you idiots?
Right.
I think that's where it's at. So then we have to ham it up a little. So we got to proper football. So we bring in some people with that accent. The thing is, the guy who was the lead on the desk, he kept lying to me. So he's like, "We're here from the 305." I'm like, and they're celebrating up in Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, up? You're 5 minutes away. It's over there. What do you mean up? And they keep saying like, oh, they're building a new park. It's like, well, why are they building a new park? Right. Oh, because they're 45 minutes away from it. Mm-hmm. But it was cool. I felt good for Messi.
Right.
That guy's good. He's
very
good. He's
very
good.
Very good.
You guys know that about Messi?
Yeah.
Good at soccer. He's got more trophies now.
My game bum.
Yeah.
Notre Dame AD. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you were in the same position as Miami, you would have a totally different argument, which means that the argument you have is garbage.
Right.
And to say that your relationship is damaged with the ACC. Why? Because the ACC team got in over you?
Yeah, he was on Dan Patrick today. He said there's certainly been permanent damage done to the relationship between the conference and Notre Dame.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You have a schedule. You play the games. You qualify for the college football playoff. And that's all we need is a whole bunch of a whole lot more snot-nosed little kids complaining about what they deserve versus what they earn. And all you have to do is look at the athletic director and see why you have kids and young men and young women behaving that way when the people who's supposed to be guiding them are acting like little babies.
Yeah, Pete Bavacqua was on.
It's ridiculous.
I got the sound. You want to hear him?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That was Notre Dame AD Pete Bavacqua on the Dan Patrick show earlier this morning.
It's like he has the attitude of, I'll celebrate everyone else as long as I'm there.
Yes. And I declare that Notre Dame will be able to participate in the college football playoff, hence with a ranking of 12 or higher. So it is written, so it is said from now on.
And this is where I have, and let's be clear. I was on Miami before two, with them having 2 games left, complaining about should be above somebody. No. You take care of your business, then we'll talk. Okay? Now, what they should have been talking about at Notre Dame, I hope this Miami loss doesn't bite us in the ass.
Yeah.
Because that's how sports works. And for you to complain that you should be in when the team that got in above you was the team that beat you.
It's kind of like when you
what is sports?
It's kind of like when you ignore a red light ticket and you think, they're not going to come collect on that, and then you find out the next time you're pulled over, your license is suspended.
Right.
You're like,
right.
You guys remembered that?
Right.
What?
For the life of me, I would understand if he had gotten up there and said, yeah, I'm disappointed. We thought we were in based on last week and whatever, but the team that got in above us, we lost to.
Yeah.
It was early in the year. I think we're better. You could go through all the explanations of where you are now, but you have to acknowledge what happened against the team that got in above you. And if you can't do that and you crawl in your little hole and cry like a baby because you didn't make it, then shame on you. What example? You want to talk about athletes setting examples for young men and women? How about that athletic director? What example has he set? If I don't get what I want, I can take my ball and go home. That's what he just did. So you know what, Notre Dame? Take your ball and get the hell out. Nobody cares.
We don't want you here.
You don't get to pick your schedule and then demand that you're ranked higher. Play against the teams that are playing for conference championships and playing against each other. Then talk to me. You don't pick your schedule. Oh, let's play them and let's play them. And we want to play. Has Notre Dame ever played Clemson?
Have they ever played Clemson? I don't know.
They did?
Not this year, but they have played them in the past, for sure.
In the past. When's the last time? Did Notre Dame play Florida State this year? It doesn't count this year, but.
No, I didn't play them this year.
Right. You understand?
Yeah.
That the top schools in the conference you avoid and you want credit for playing an ACC conference? Join the conference or shut up.
Yeah, shut up, dude. Just shut up.
Just so tired of this. And keep in mind, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to be clear. I complained to Miami fans too before they took care of their business. Okay? What world do we live in where we think we should be given something before we earn it? And that's the way Notre Dame sounds. And Notre Dame sounds just like Miami did 3 weeks ago.
Dade South says, shut up.
So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Stop.
It was crazy.
Stop with this. Wait. How do you expect the kids to act when you're a grown-ass man and on national TV crying? I didn't get my way. Oh, we deserve. You don't deserve nothing.
Yeah, you deserve the Pop Tart Bowl.
You don't deserve nothing.
Show up to the Pop Tart Bowl, and then show you're about that business.
No,
who are the?
I'm so tired of people I have seen in recent history more people who could have handled their own business but complain about their situation without acknowledging I should have took care of my own business. No, stop.
There you go. That is game balls and game bums, everybody.
That's right. Give me back my pick.
Give me back my pick. Oh, my God. There was so much. Terry Rozier's in court today, apparently. I think it's this afternoon. I think Ira said. I think it's this afternoon. I think he's appearing in court in Brooklyn. And I imagine he's going to say not guilty. It wouldn't be crazy if he said he was guilty. That's not going to happen.
They're using them to get to the head of the snake.
Do they have the head of the snake? Who is the head of the snake?
That's what they're gonna find out.
I'll tell you who the head of the snake might be. This Adam Silver. You know what you did. You know what you did. There was this whole article today on ESPN talking about whether or not the Heat could get their pick back. And most people were like, look, I understand the Heat being pissed. I just don't think they're going to get their pick. The craziest thing, though, is I've seen this on 2 reports now that the Heat aren't going to be able to find out if they can trade Terry Rozier's contract this year unless they have a trade to trade Terry Rozier's contract. And I'm like, what the hell kind of sense does that make? So let me get this straight. I work out the framework of a deal. I'm using $26 million here, and then you're going to go to the team and be like, sorry, guys. Oh, I just got to go find another $26 million? Shouldn't you? Is that so much to ask, Leroy? I'm not even being – is it so much to ask for the NBA to tell them whether they can or cannot, which, by the way, I bet it's cannot. But is it so much to ask that the Heat get a little bit of clarity on this stuff? A little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, dude.
You know what's
what
amazing?
What are we talking about?
You know what's amazing is that, I mean, everybody's mysteriously acting like they didn't know while knowing everything.
Right.
And I think that's the problem.
It's 100%. They're like, oh, yeah, well, they were they're like, we got these conference calls, and you're supposed to disclose, health and maybe any misfortunes that have happened. It's like, nobody thought to bring this up? Nobody. And they keep saying, oh, we were cleared, and then it was back. And I'm like,
Hey,
what are we doing?
here, bro, you wanted the red carpet treatment at Publix, you hypocrite. You're paying for the deli meat, not the deli service. Yeah, but if they got to give it to me, then I should be able to get good service. By the way, I don't think they love me at Publix.
Dude, I don't know what you were doing. You're like the sheriff. You walk in there and you think,
No, hold on. Let me Brittney, you haven't seen the picture.
The deli manager picture?
No, I'm going to come show you the picture.
The deli manager picture?
No.
Oh.
Hold on. I went into a Publix parking lot. I went to park. So you know how the lanes are slanted? You can't enter one way and you go another way. So I'm going to park in a spot. A car backed in the spot, pointed the wrong way, right next to me. So I sent them the picture. I'm like, what are we doing? So I'm going to show you the picture.
You're not the sheriff.
I'm not trying to be the sheriff, but damn.
You think you are. You think you're the public
But
sheriff.
did you get to park? Did you get to go inside of Publix?
Yeah.
Did you get to get the things that you needed from Publix?
You've done this now 2 weeks in a row.
So what is the issue?
The person parking the wrong way.
He just wants.
You're beating a dead horse.
Yeah, he wants to clean up his town. That's what it is. That's what you are, though, dude.
No.
You walk in there. I picture like 2 condiments on the side.
Ketchup and
Yeah,
mustard.
like ketchup and mustard. Be like, what do you think you're doing here, tying your iron pony to the wrong post? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand it. It's crazy to me.
Okay.
You think you're the public sheriff.
No, I don't.
I feel
Did
like you walk into Publix and there's somebody playing a piano.
Park shaming. Wait a minute. Everybody's cool with that.
I'm not cool with it, but I just go. If you know what I do when I see a bad park job, move on
That's
with
not
my
a
day.
bad park job.
Unless it's
Somebody's park pulled in the wrong way.
But did it affect you in your life?
It was in the back of a parking lot, dude. You show me.
No,
the
it
picture.
wasn't. It was
Dude.
right up. That's right up front.
No, it wasn't.
It's right up front.
Hold on. Let me see this.
Dude,
The picture you showed me.
apologize.
No, the
it's
picture.
right up front. The Publix is right behind it. That's right up front.
Ah, who cares?
No, you. It's
Who
right up front.
cares?
It's the first parking
Look
spot.
at this spot. Look, who cares? Why? Look, there's plenty of spaces. What do you mean it's?
No, it's not.
What is that blocking right now? Who cares? Who is that affecting shopping?
Okay.
No, I
Who?
literally,
That's-
I don't
that's-
understand why
If
you're
you keep,
so angry
if we
about
all
this.
live our lives like, what's the big deal?
But what
You-
is it doing?
Okay.
It's
But
not.
did you tell the person
It's
something?
literally isolated.
Okay.
Like, look, there's a little fortress around it.
Okay.
What's the problem,
There's no fortress.
dude?
Everybody was shocked in the parking lot.
Nobody was shocked,
Yes, they were.
dude.
Yeah, they
Pete, I want you to look at me right now.
Yeah.
Was there anybody in the parking lot, or were you judging
No,
this by
It
yourself?
was a whole bunch of people going, what is this guy doing?
What is he
And I
doing?
said, I'm going to take a picture.
Oh my god. JFig's like, it's an empty parking lot.
No, it's not.
dude. This
This
looks.
cart,
There's a car right there.
that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, I was going to park there. The guy backed in.
Who cares? So you're just mad he took your spot. He took the rock star spot.
I'm mad he went the wrong way into a parking lane.
You got to stop acting like you're here to clean up this town in Publix.
I'm not.
You are. You think you're the public
How
sheriff.
about a little courtesy? How about you drive the right way?
That's crazy.
You don't have a problem with somebody pulling in the wrong way down the lane at a parking lot.
I see, like, when you say this, it's like, when how in the Publix you'll have the one way, so like they're on angles.
Yes, that's the way angles.
That's a straight.
That's not, no.
That's a straightaway.
That's an angle.
Well, you took a bad picture then.
No, that's an angle. It's not straight in.
It
The
looks
picture,
straight.
I also I can't see what's wrong in the picture. Like I'm
It's-
very confused.
I'm saying he pulled in the wrong way where it says do not enter. It's angled. It's not straight in parking.
Well, it looks from the picture you took like it's straight in parking.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
it looks like it's straight in.
No,
parking.
it's not.
So you're claiming that.
That's the whole point.
okay.
When
so
I
you're
said
cla-
he pulled
you're,
in the wrong way.
you're claiming this is this feels like the Isaiah Likely touchdown. Like I got to go review the film. You're saying this is on an angle because that looks like a
Yes,
straightaway.
no, it's
job.
on an angle.
Okay, if it's on an angle, if you claim it's on an angle,
I said he pulled in the wrong way.
see the way it looks to me is this is a
No,
this is a horizontal parallel spot.
no.
We got to go to the ACC review them.
All right, guys, what are we seeing here? Is that
Okay,
a straightaway
I'm seeing the jackass pulling in the wrong way. It says
Uh,
do not enter right there.
Can we all
And then he
agree?
backs in. He doesn't even pull in straight ahead. He backs in going the wrong way.
All right, do we all agree, jackass? Do we all agree?
I don't know if it is jackass. Is that true?
All right, maybe inconclusive.
Call in the field stance. Oh man,
Yes, it's angled parking. I said it 1,000 times.
I don't think
It's
it's angled.
angled parking.
It doesn't look like an angle.
It's angled. I
Question.
said a guy.
Okay,
guy
well, first of
pulled in
all,
the
I just want
wrong
to be
way.
clear. You didn't say that because what you said was Astron just scored a goal, and then you said Jackass backed into the parking spot the wrong way.
Yes,
you
the
didn't
wrong
point,
way.
You didn't point out that it was an angle.
No,
I thought you just had
if it was straight parking, you can back into a spot.
some places will say don't back in.
No, but I'm just saying, if it was straight parking, I don't complain about people backing in, even though I don't think everybody should back in.
you
When you go to a grocery store, don't most people put their groceries in the back? Right? So why would you back into a spot?
maybe I only need one thing.
Trying to be cool. That's it. That's slanted parking. It's slanted parking,
Okay.
slanting the wrong way. He backed in, he pulled in the wrong way, and then backed in the parking spot. And you think we should all be
Can
cool
I
with
ask you
that?
something? When you walk into Publix, does somebody slide you a frothing glass of sarsaparilla?
I hate you. Why?
You
Why-
know all the workers literally when he walks in, they go, "Oh,
No. They go, hey, Leroy, what's up? Dap up.
The sheriff is here.
No. They love me at Publix.
Put away the illegal
Dude.
poker game. The sheriff's here.
No lie. The Publix that I go to, the 2 or 3 Publix I go to, they know me. What's up? How's your day? Went golfing today? Yes, I did.
You're like, Cliff, who in tarnation decided to park
Now-
backwards into an angle spot?
I may or may not have said some things to a couple of customers returning stuff.
Fat shaming.
No, a lady was returning milk, but it was only half a gallon left. I'm like, if you drank that much milk and it's bad milk, your guts are supposed to be on the ground right now.
Leroy.
Wait, you know what's funny? You can't tell me if you went into a parking lot and somebody pulled in the wrong way to park in an angle spot, person the other way, you wouldn't have a problem
Look,
with that.
I didn't know it was an angle spot.
It's
You
an
took
angle
you took a
spot.
bad picture.
It's an angle spot.
Okay, we'll take better pictures next time. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, Leroy, there's our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. The owners are, that's our guy, all right?
Can we take the Jets jerseys to get them clean?
I don't know. Even A&T Dry Cleaners, I don't know if they can take care of those awful gestures. You know what Ara would do? He'd be like, you know what? I got the perfect solution for this. Instead of wasting
Burn 'em.
time cleaning it, let's just either burn it or we throw it in the trash.
Reach them and make them white.
That's probably what he would take care of. But your regular clothes, your great wardrobe, it's holiday season. You got a family get together coming up. or a nice company party, want your clothes looking right, let A&T Dry Cleaners handle it for you. Call or text our anytime, 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383.
They have a seamstress on site, ours mother, so you know you're getting that good family care. They service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach County, and they can pick up and drop off your orders. If you need something clean, there is no excuse. They accommodate everybody. I was a fan of the show, so here's a special deal for our listeners. Tell them, Tobin.
Man, if you guys go into A&T Dry Cleaners, you mentioned Tobin and Leroy, 25% off your order. What better deal you getting than that, dude? Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you're never going to want to launder your own clothes again.
And he had control. Oh, my God.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQM. Hey, Leroy, can we get a weather update brought to us by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems? Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Had to crank up the AC this weekend. A little warm. Unseasonably warm. But cool air is coming. We're going to be around 60, high 50s, low 60s in the upcoming days.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Get your boots out, ladies, if you live in Boca.
Boots.
Looking at the planes coming in, they're coming in from left to right, so that means the winds are out of the west, northwest, I'm guessing. Yep. It is partly cloudy. I'd say what's
Partly cloudy.
partly cloudy. There's no middle cloud.
Mostly sunshine.
There's no, you ever notice? It's partly cloudy or
Cloudy.
no, but what's in
Mostly
between
cloudy.
half and half?
Mostly cloudy.
Half and half is mostly?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either
Mostly
partly or mostly
I'll go
cloudy.
mostly cloudy. Looks like you may have a chance for a little rain, and to say the temperature is low 80s. So again, a little warmer than normal, but some cold air is coming. It is going to be quite nice the next few days. A little chilly. Had to turn on my AC
He's a golfer.
because old Big Spoon is like sleeping with a hot rock.
Man. Camera's acting weird today, man.
It just follows nothing.
It's very strange. Anyway, headlines brought to you by our friends over at Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Miami Dolphins blow out the Jets 34-10.
For your own satisfaction. And I'll just throw this out there for everybody. Did you need to see that?
Yes.
Right?
I needed an ass
because
kicking.
I know, because here's the deal. Football is weird that they're pros too. And even though you're a lot better, sometimes things just go right that keeps them in the game. Hell, look at the Saints in Tampa. Right? There's been like these things have happened.
Are the Bucs really going to yak this up to the Panthers?
I don't know. They're banged up though.
I understand.
So from that standpoint,
A lot of people think Baker's banged up too.
yeah, he is. So to see like the Dolphins go out and just kind of like dominate, like it's like, whew, all right, we ain't got to squeeze this one out. You know, it just felt good, right? So like, yeah, good for them.
Here's Tua on what led to the offense getting going early.
Yeah, I would say to that, it was staying on schedule, staying ahead of the chain, staying on, what we were talking about for our openers, guys knowing where to go, guys knowing what to do, just being able to operate through those plays. We were able to stay in the rhythm and the flow with those first three drives that we had. And then it was just that we got out of the flow with, some self-inflicted wounds.
All righty. Well, they did a good job yesterday.
Protected the football.
Your final numbers: Tua 13-21, 127 yards and a touchdown to Jalen Waddle. Great play, by the way. He took a big hit on that.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. Jalen Wright, 24 carries, 107 yards and a touchdown. Devon Achane, 7 carries, 92 yards rushing. He also had 13 yards receiving. He had a touchdown before he hurt his ribs. And Zach Sealer had 2.5 sacks. Sealer it on up.
Well, and we should all apologize. I'm not apologizing because I know how this works. But we made a big deal about Zach Sealer being a fat cat. And now you notice everybody saying, it's not that. It's that everybody around him and the young guys have picked it up so he can be Zach Sealer.
Not a fat cat anymore.
But no.
Just a sexy cat.
Like, it's just ridiculous. That's how we look at that stuff. Right? I'm trying to get people to understand that there's 10 other men on the field. And if 2 or 3 of the other 10 men aren't doing their job, they can concentrate on you. But now you got Biggers, you got Phillips, you got Grant, those guys have stepped it up to the point where now we can't just focus all of our attention on Zach Sealer, and now Zach Sealer can be Zach Sealer. Because keep in mind, the last couple of years, he always had a guy that garnered attention next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's why I give much credit and love to what they've done on the offense and defensive line.
What's wrong, Brittney?
You know, I don't like that sound.
Nobody does, but we just,
It's just so,
you know what?
It makes me so
You know-
uncomfortable.
Brittney, you know what this is? This is parking backwards in the slant.
What?
Whoa.
Like,
He's comparing you to the
That's
guy that
crazy,
parked
Yeah,
backwards.
I'm just saying.
How dare you?
Like, is it harming anybody? No, this is like, that's what I'm gonna start doing. You know what? Like, because we pick and choose things that get us going, right? What gets me going could be different what gets you going. But now I'm gonna start using that analogy for you guys too. When F1 starts talking about stuff that bothers her at F1, I'm like, hey,
How do you like that old F1?
park. But I'm just saying.
Old F1.
Old
Are you
F1.
joking?
Was it as controversial, by the way, this weekend as you had thought it was going to be?
It was
or-
the closest race. It was really close, wasn't it?
Not necessarily. It was more like I wanted a little bit more chaos, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm happy that Lando won. He's the person that I wanted to win, but I kind of expected a little bit more fight from everybody else.
Well, if he's the best, they'd try to fight, but that's why that's
Well,
why
he got
won.
third. He finished P3. All he had to do was podium to win.
Ah,
And it was kind of crazy because last weekend he finished in fourth in P4, right? But if he was P5 the entire race, the last lap, the person in P4 went wide on a turn, and then he was able to pass, get into P4. So that put him only 2 points. That's created a 2-point gap where those 2 points then carried on to help him. All he had to do was podium.
so he's like Ohio State. He didn't need to win. He was already in.
Essentially, like, exactly. So actually after the race, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's essentially the same thing. But after the race, the person who gave up those 2 points to him in Qatar last week literally went in and apologized to Max Verstappen and was like, I'm so sorry that's what lost you
Oh, well.
the
So-
championship.
Question. So, how do you feel about this? Because I think, based on the game that was played between Indiana and Ohio State,
Oh, thank God. I thought this was an F1 question. I didn't
I'm
know.
not asking an F1
You
question.
know,
Really, dude, what's wrong
I'm-
with you?
I didn't know.
Does that sound like
I
I
don't
ask
know.
hockey questions?
Oh,
What am
man.
I ask F1?
What a hockey game on Saturday.
Right. So anyway, I've always had a problem with rankings when it comes to this.
Mm-hmm.
One plays two.
Yep.
Two beats one by 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
They're clearly the two best teams. Should one drop lower than two? You understand what I'm saying? Because based on the rankings, we've already determined these are the top two teams.
Where do they end
If
up?
they
three?
play each other, they ended up 3.
I'm fine with it.
No, I know you're fine. They still get a bye. I knew they wouldn't
I'm kind
drop.
of excited about it. You want to know why?
Why?
Because if the Canes win, they get to play them. I've been
I
waiting.
mean,
I've been waiting for that
can
for
I-
a
can I
long
just-
time.
Can I
dude.
just
I know. Tascadan.
let me
Tascadan. I understand.
for the 200th time with you
What?
and stupid Canes fans
What?
who say I want to play Ohio State.
Yeah.
First all F1
Don't-
and then you're gonna stupid Canes fans me.
No,
just
this
say
is
my
why.
name next
No,
time.
not
Leroy.
you. I'm not talking about you.
I know
No,
you're
I'm not
talking
talk-
about
I'm-
me.
no,
I
I'm
know
not
you
talk-
are.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not.
He's talking about me.
You're so worried about the future that you don't handle your business.
Not true.
Texas A&M is a good team.
Tascadan. I understand.
Texas A&M is a good team.
I am taking care of the task at hand.
Okay.
Hey, you took a
So-
little peeky poo.
So
Who doesn't look down
listen.
the bracket?
don't go and not handle your business.
I understand. Don't
Okay,
lose. I
okay.
certainly don't want to lose after all the whining I've done over the last month. Trust me.
Right.
I understand.
Because then how do you look then?
I won't look great.
Okay.
But they're already making mistakes. They're looking ahead of us. You know, they're the stupid
You
line.
think?
Yeah, their dumbass lineman was like, Rueben Bain's no threat.
By the way, I don't think Miami's played in front of a crowd like this in a while. They get 100 plus.
It's a lot, yeah.
They played against them 2 years ago over there.
Yeah, but they sucked.
Who, Miami?
No.
Oh, we lost,
Texas
so
A&M.
we did suck. And it was a primetime night game.
Oh yeah, that was the
Mhm.
kick. Yeah,
Different day and age, dude.
Yep.
Different day and age.
But then you beat Texas A&M down here.
Yeah, we beat
Yeah.
them. We beat them
With A-Chan.
Yeah.
God, he's good. This was Mario Cristobal. He was on the Joe Rose show this morning. This is what he said about getting in.
After the announcement, awesome. Leading up to the announcement, we were confident, but whenever it's not completely in your hands and left to decision makers, there's always some anxiety in there. But you know what, man? You think of the meaning of actually playing the game and settling it on the field, and we just felt that at the end of the day, the decision makers, by their own criteria,
Yeah.
we're not going to let that one aspect, because that's not a data point. That is the data point. You know what I mean? We always felt that they were not going to let that if it came down to us in Notre Dame. So fired up beyond words, but right back to work, brother.
Took some negotiations, though,
No, it didn't.
a little bit.
No, it
A
didn't.
little finagling.
No, it didn't.
Took
Oh my
took some
goodness!
shame.
Will you stop? Stop! Like, why? I'm tired of Miami acting like the bridesmaid
What do you mean?
every time.
Oh,
When
dude,
are we gonna get
we
out
are
there?
we are the bride.
Like,
Trust me.
stop!
We're about to walk down the
Then
aisle.
act like it.
We're throwing no
Like, why are
bouquet.
you always complaining? You always complain about what everybody else does to you.
So
Stop!
they're gonna have that stupid Johnny
So
Manziel on the
tired of hearing
sideline.
about it. Like, you know what? If you're that worried about how people are going to screw you, here's an interesting thought. Take care of business yourself.
Well, they did.
Okay. And then you still complained.
No, I'm not
You
complaining
complained the whole
anymore.
time.
What do you mean? I couldn't let the cat out of the bag that you knew it was going to happen. That would be no fun.
I like you. I know people like you.
What do you mean?
You just want to be miserable.
That's
You
not
want to have
true.
something to
I'm a very
complain
happy
about.
person. Although I'll tell you what,
We almost went to blows last week with your complaining.
I mean, like,
Why? So and then when people complain, then they become irrational and unrealistic, right? Because I was trying to have a normal conversation to explain to you how things would work out. And I asked you, it's just based on when you lost. I don't care. We should have been ahead of them the whole time. That's never how the rankings have worked.
listen, do John Cena and The Rock really hate each other? You know, we had a good thing going. Got to keep it up for the people.
Brittney?
I don't know. I'm kind of mad at you because you didn't tell me your inside information, and I had to sweat it out and cried.
And I can't let people know you have inside information.
It's not.
Otherwise, you won't get the inside information.
Well, clearly, I'm not passing it on to you. You're ungrateful.
I'm not ungrateful.
You guys.
I
don't
would have been
appreciate-
very great, Leroy. I would have been very grateful. I was literally shaking yesterday, waiting for.
I wasn't.
I was trembling.
I even told my friends, "Don't worry."
Well, because you had the information.
Right.
Brittany, let me explain something to you. Here's why I have terrible friends. Because the ingrates that I tried to explain to them, all they kept saying was how Miami always gets screwed, and they didn't even listen.
Imagine if
They didn't even listen.
Imagine if
They always thought that throughout this, there's no way they're going to leave Notre Dame out. There's no way. Even
To
as
be
I broke
fair-
it down, even as I broke it down of what was going to happen.
Right, but if we would have gone down the route of you knew, then all of a sudden 1 + 1. Oh, where's the connection in the room? Then all of a sudden you're exposed. I don't want to leave you there.
Exactly.
know?
I didn't know that you were privy to this
Right.
information.
I was trying to be really what I was trying to be was a source umbrella for you. You know.
Leroy Tobin did a great job of
Thank you.
protecting you.
Yep.
And I didn't even know this inside.
So-
So I was
so-
like,
so
Leroy's
even-
just talking.
so-
He doesn't
so-
really know
so
what he's saying.
Even if that's true, could I at least get a wink or something? Do I have to be dragged through this all week?
I give you a-
See, because I'm gonna tell
be
you this:
fair.
the next situation that presents itself, and I say, Tobin, here's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Right? Because guess what? Believe it or not, Brittany, years ago, me and Tobin were sitting here, and I said to him, you know what's gonna happen? It's going to be like 2 or 3 super conferences, and the playoffs are going to be in these divisions and championships, and they're going to work themselves out right there. I said that a long time ago. And guess where we are? all these big conferences with teams playing each other. Now, what I would suggest next is that you figure out how to do the conferences so that Duke doesn't win one side of it.
That was crazy.
So, and here's what I would say. Here's what I would suggest. Every year, you do like the NFL does, in that they have the division winners and whatever. And the way you do it is you go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on one side of the division, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on the other. And they switch every year. That way you have the same equal amount of talent on both sides. Now, you don't play everybody in your division because you got your rivalry games or whatever.
You know, when Hulk Hogan and Macho Man were beefing.
You know, wrestling. Wait. You do realize wrestling is fake, right?
Well, it's theater. And, you know, when you and I are going at it, it's radio theater. And so I don't want to,
Then why do I
give
want
you
to, if it's theater, why do I want to choke the life out of it?
That's the magic of it.
It's not magic.
It's
not magic.
That's the magic of it. If I told you, if I gave you a wink, then all of a sudden.
You do that anyway. You get me going even more.
But you are terrible at reading Tobin's cues, because he does a little smirk when he gets into these arguments with you, and you just let him rally you up.
Here's what Tobin does. See, amateur. You're amateur in the ways of Tobin. He comes in hot.
I don't know why he's being so rude to me.
He comes in hot, right? And then once he realizes he's lost, then he goes to the winky wink and the smiling.
No,
he doesn't do it beforehand. He does it after.
That's not true.
You know, I'm only kidding. You know, this argument is only for good radio.
That's not true, dude.
You're like the guest that goes, hey, you know, it wouldn't be good radio if we agreed.
It wouldn't be good radio.
But
if we
he's
agreed.
It's also terrible radio when you're wrong.
I wasn't wrong. I was right the whole time. Never wrong, just early.
You're the jackass that has the answers to the test and still fails.
No, I didn't fail, though.
No, I'm telling you. Listen. I can't help you. I'm out of the, like, and you know what? I wish I had used my powers for a group of fans that were a little more worthy. But I tried.
I'm worthy?
No, I tried, and still.
I clearly wasn't worthy because you
complained
didn't
the
tell
whole
me
time.
anything.
You weren't here.
It's true.
I was here last week when you guys were fighting.
We always fight.
No, when you were specifically fighting about this, and you kept saying, Miami's going to get in if they win. Miami's going to get in if they win.
Yeah.
Could have come in here, whispered in my ear, Brittney, it's all going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
I was stressed. My aura ring.
You know how many Cage
heights
fans?
of stress that it's
How
never
many
seen
Cage
before.
fans at 11:59 said I got the bubble guts? Because like
They made it sound like we had no chance.
I'm not even joking. I was
everybody told you, but everybody wasn't Leroy.
That's right. But if I would have said I knew, then all of a sudden you're exposed.
Stop trying to cover your ass.
No, I'm
like,
just
this
telling
is the
you.
worst.
Imagine like you gave me like a stock tip, and then they're like, "Hey, Tobes, why'd you invest in Publix all of a sudden?" Like, you told me they're rolling out a new pub sub nobody knows about. Like, no, I would never do that to you.
You think the stock market's gonna because of a new pub sub?
Have you ever had the peach heat?
No.
Oh,
Peach heat is disgusting.
dude, now we're gonna fight.
What?
What? Peach heat is delicious.
I don't like
Just give it a little whirl, baby.
What are you even talking
peach
about?
heat sub.
Peach
What?
heat sub or peach heat roasted chicken. They're doing peach heat now.
You did the peach heat roasted chicken?
Yes, I did.
Peach, like peach the
Delicious.
fruit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting.
That does sound disgusting.
Telling you, they nailed
I
it.
don't like, see, here, understand this. I don't like sweet and sour. I do not like sweet and spicy. So peach heat doesn't even get, no.
Dade South says Kyle Lowry was peach heat. Speaking of Kyle Lowry, the Miami Heat apparently holding meetings about a trade of a possible all-star. Get into that coming up. 15 minutes. Heat is next. Bum, bum. 15 minutes of heat here, which is brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. Miami Heat. Woof.
First of all,
Lost their third in a row.
you give 140 to Sacramento.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that was they have, you know what? They go about once every 5 games where they just can't shoot the ball a lick.
The Heat?
Yeah.
Dude, it's been so like they have been in such a funk except for the Clippers game where they broke their record or tied their record.
Or they come out and like within like
Zach
2 games they'll come out and make 23.
Zach LaVine hit 8 threes and the Heat finished with 9, which was, some window dressing. They had a terrible second quarter. They gave up a 40 piece and it really just couldn't slow them down the rest of the way. It was an ugly game. Miami is now 14-10, back in the play-in.
So
back in the play-in.
My question is this, and I've always wondered about this, and I was wondering how this was going to play out. The old Heat, regardless of how much or how little they scored, were always in the game because of their defense. Now, the defense wasn't as good last year, but that's usually what their bread and butter was.
Mm-hmm.
Now they want to run up and down the court.
Their defensive numbers have still been very good this season.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, their defensive numbers have been really, really
That's
good.
the
Now,
thing
this
I'm
past
worried
game
about.
is not a great example of it.
I know, but when it goes south, this is what it looks like. Whereas before when it went south, it was just they couldn't score.
SDI says, Dolphins are back in the hunt, Heat back in the play-in. Sports seems right again. This was Norman Powell. He says this was him on the concern level right now.
I don't think we're too concerned right now. If you look at the 4 and 5 and go back and see how we lost those games and where we're at, we could easily be 5 and 4 and 1.
Don't get too greedy.
But
he was getting ready to say 5.
Got to get back to who we are, back to our identity, offensively, defensively, especially this game. No excuse coming back off of back-to-back. But just tightening up the little things and how we want to play, the flow and the play style that we want to get back to and that we've been having throughout the course of the year so far. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. We're going to tighten some things up, take tomorrow off, let our bodies rest and recover, come back Monday, watch some film, see how we can get better, and then get ready for Orlando again.
Yeah, the NBA Cup is tomorrow. Early start, by the way, everybody, 6:00. Just keep note of that. So early start. So that would be what? That's a 4:45 preheat tomorrow. So just keep note of that. Back in Orlando, it's like our second home. Tell you what, those Let's Go Heat chants are loud up there. Loud. But here's the thing I would take. Norm, love you, dude. All right. Love you. So just been a great Norman Powell era thus far. Here's where I got to take some issue, though, my friend. You can say that, we could have been 4 and 1, and we could, dude. You've basically had to fight your way into just being close. And first, I'm taking Saturday out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Orlando game, the Mavericks game, and the Pistons game. Every single one of those games, you guys had to have a furious comeback just to make it close. So I don't want to make it seem like you guys were going tooth and nail with all these teams and bouncing the wrong way. You want to do that with the Orlando game? Okay, Orlando, you're always going to have close games. They're good defensively. You're good defensively. That game is just going to be 104, 103. That's how those games are going to go. The Mavericks game, the Pistons game, this past game, every one of these you had to make a furious comeback just to even give yourself some kind of a chance. So I'm not buying what he's selling there. Respectfully, Norm, love you. It's been a great era thus far. I just wanted to make sure I'm not buying that one. So, and as D Sizzle says, Mavs suck, Kings suck. Lost to them both. I was hoping for a 3-1 week. You guys had a 1-3 week. I was at the very least, I was hoping, all right, well, 2-2, you're going to beat the Kings. And you guys weren't even close to the Kings, dude. Guys showed up in Heat uniforms, but it's like your minds were over at Art Basel. I don't know what the hell happened in that game. That was a terrible performance. So, look, you advance in the NBA Cup. You head to Vegas. We'll feel a little bit better about things. But, all of a sudden the Heat are in the kind of their first slump of the season right now. I got to take a break, but I will get into what the reports are out there surrounding the Miami Heat because quite interesting.
Could be something, could be nothing.
Could be something. Could be nothing.
Oh, let's see. I'll ask you this. Hope is something or hope is nothing?
It's a bad time to ask that. See, I'm down right now, and this is why I'm upset because
that's what you do.
No, that's not what I do.
Because guess what? Right now, if somebody came in and wanted to trade and you said Jovic has to be in the deal, you were like, nice knowing you, little Yovi.
Wow, don't say that.
Yes, you would.
No.
You would.
I love Jovic.
You're fraudulent.
Don't start because 2 weeks ago, like, I'm so happy with this team.
Oh.
I don't want to trade anybody.
Did I say that? Did I say that? I said I don't want to trade anybody. I don't recall.
That's exactly what you said.
Wow. She takes notes this one.
Yeah, we all do. You just don't listen to my notes.
Take a break. Back after this. I like how JFig is on the beat of OnlyFans models who are getting tickets from Terry Rozier.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know what you had just sent me. I hadn't seen that clip. That was funny. Do you want to explain what you have found to the people?
So there was this girl called Selena Powell who was, I guess, exposed on a stream saying that a Miami Heat player has been giving her tickets to recent games, allegedly. And it kind of slipped out of her mouth that it was a Miami Heat. And she said that the person that was giving the tickets is suspended right now. Which is where it leads to Terry.
Well, we know, yeah. She's claimed, I believe, in the past that Terry was going to have great games because she was with him the night before. Safe to say, he did not have great games. So,
man, listen. Let me say something about these young athletes. You can't be messing with people that got your business all out there. That ain't you setting yourself up for trouble. That in itself.
Why?
Why?
No,
not you.
Why did
Why
it
him?
stop?
Why what?
Why?
Don't do it.
It makes the hairs on my neck stand up.
It's nice that Terry Rozier is still giving tickets, though, while he's not playing.
That's
nice.
Man.
He's a big basketball fan. You know?
I mean,
he's like, listen, I'm not going to be there. I'm a little busy, but you know,
look, first of all,
if you want to go, if you like hoops, you like hoops.
Yeah, but look here.
Courtside tickets though are nice. I don't think Terry Rozier gets free courtside tickets.
At no point in time do I picture myself being on the cover of GQ. So I act accordingly. But I'm tired of looking on social media and seeing all these people that think they're God's gift to looks or whatever, and you're not. Right? Everybody just stay in your lane and have a good time.
Oh, he was having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, if he paid more attention to her, then might still be playing basketball.
Perhaps.
Allegedly.
Perhaps.
You just throw allegedly.
I believe she said that he's innocent, though. So he's got her as a character witness.
He gonna lose her as a character witness when she stopped getting tickets. So what the hell? Like, we know how this works. Stop acting. What? Is everybody shocked about what I'm saying?
Why, you think she's gonna like pull up to Bella?
No.
To Bella?
Bella?
Leave Bella out of this.
No, he can't.
Leave
Don't
him
do
out
this
of
to
it.
him. No.
Can I just say this? Sometimes, and I'm gonna just tell you from my own personal experience, not me firsthand, but just people that I know that have told me, sometimes you got to look at a person's roster to tell where you fit in, to feel good about the situation or not. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I had a friend, and not even an athlete. He used to date models.
Ooh.
He was like, wow,
amazing.
And then he was with a big time one, right? For the rest of his life, his roster just lifted because he had.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you get one person a max contract, and all of a sudden everybody else is signed there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. So I'm like, yeah, I'm hanging out with you.
Hey, listen, every once in a while, Astron's going to want tickets.
Is she Astron?
I don't know.
I don't think she's Astron.
Assemble!
She's not Astron. Dude, you know what Astron looks
She goes,
like.
oh, look at that one. No Terry here, but Yakachonas, huh?
I would say this, though. Let me look at this. Let me look at this one more time. I'm going to tell y'all how it is.
Do you think like UD?
Hey,
Roy.
Can I just say, nothing against old Celine Powell.
Do you think like Udonis Haslam ever takes the young guys under the wing and he's like,
Who's
hey,
that guy?
I don't know. I think he's a streamer. I can't keep up with all this.
Why does he have lip gloss on?
No idea. But do you think Udonis Haslam ever like tells the rookies?
Also, she
hey,
is Astron. I just saw her Instagram.
Oh, real? Okay.
Well, thank you for the research.
Yeah, thanks. We just doing research.
I had to beat Leroy to it because he's still typing out her name.
I'm not typing out nothing.
Or finding the app.
I'm not looking for nothing.
But do you think Udonis Haslam ever takes like Yakachonis and goes, hey, there's going to come a time. I don't know when. I don't know where. Kasparis. But Ashtron's going to try and assemble. And you need to be careful. He goes, what does that mean? He goes, you'll know. Just be careful. Don't say UD didn't warn you. It's Miami. This Miami place can get crazy. So speaking of people who can handle the craziness of Miami, there was a report yesterday from Jake Fischer from the Stein line that said he's an NBA reporter. Mark Stein's newsletter.
Okay.
Still hasn't gotten back to Robbie. He had a report that said the Miami Heat are shaping into a surprising buyer on the trade market even before this week's Giannis headlines. League sources say that the Heat, for example, have had internal discussions about Memphis's Ja Morant and how Miami's infrastructure could benefit him.
Hey.
Tobin.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Tobin.
I already knew it. You guys are hot. I already knew where this was going.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say this.
What?
You see that commercial with Teddy Bridgewater being the
back. Yeah, I love those
back.
commercials.
Yeah. Let me say this.
What?
You just say what did he tell her? You can't fix it.
You can't fix it. You're not a mechanic.
You're not a mechanic. Right. That Miami Heat. You are not in a position for projects. We're not doing projects.
We might be in position for projects.
I don't. You think?
You're such a fraud because
wait, why? What do you mean?
You were flip-flopping over his name constantly.
Flip-floppery.
No. You need to stop with this.
For flip-floppery.
Because you said you didn't want him, right?
Ja Morant, I didn't say that.
He first said
what I said
interested.
was,
and then he was like, no, actually, I don't want him. And then now this happens again, and you're like,
well, I don't know if I would
interesting.
I'm not trading, I love Davion Mitchell. I don't know if I can live in a world where Davion Mitchell is not the Heat's point guard right now because that's
you need
my
to stop
guy.
entertaining this.
You ain't getting Dave. They ain't getting Davion.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get Tyler and Jovic.
Interesting.
No, interesting. Say it. Say it out loud so it can.
Say it in that little high-pitched Billie Eilish voice, huh?
Whoa.
Say
Hold
it.
on.
No.
Say it.
Hold on.
First of
Hold
all,
on.
Listen. See, it used to be only me.
I don't like this.
More people are hip to your little game here.
No, more people.
You're a fraud.
Incorrectly.
You're a fraud.
Nope.
You're a fraud. Just because you say you didn't say, you can't just say we made it up.
You can't just claim it.
Right.
Sure I can.
No, you can't. It wouldn't be accurate.
Think that you're lying to yourself because everyone here is a witness. Everyone has seen and heard you do this.
Tobin,
Yes.
You need to stop.
What do I gotta do
right now?
Why?
Stop lying to these people.
What did I say?
Every time a famous name comes up, you
perk up.
You get all excited.
We had internal meetings though.
So
you can't get mad at me for them having internal meetings.
No, I'm getting mad at you for your role in this.
What's my role?
Because you said I didn't want him, and now you're getting all excited.
I didn't say that. I don't think the words I don't want Ja Morant have come out of my mouth.
Have the words I'm never trading Jokic?
It has about 2 weeks ago.
I don't recall that.
Have the words you literally said there is nobody in the NBA right now that I would trade for.
It was more to that, but here's the thing: we were winning 6 in a row, and you get a little high on your supply.
Your attitude is like the weather. Cold front coming in. Don't want him.
Fraud.
Nice weather outside. You know what? Maybe we can fix him.
Behavior.
Stop treating everyone.
You can't fix people, dude.
What do you mean?
Why? Like it's like when guys bring injured players in, and then they always think they're gonna get healthy. Since when?
Well, why would you have an internal meeting if you don't think you can fix them?
They're kicking the tires on everything.
Just kicking the tires.
Internal meeting doesn't mean
I
anything.
can't kick the tires.
Why you got all excited? Then?
I don't know. I mean, just
a meeting means nothing.
It would say something about your internal culture. You feel like you can get Ja Morant on the same page. Now I don't know.
Who can you fix, dude? Let me tell you.
We can't fix people.
You ever notice that people that come to the Heat fit the Heat? They don't try to fix anybody.
Interesting.
And I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Whiteside.
They did fix Whiteside.
They did not fix
They
him.
did fix Whiteside.
He reverted back to, then you gave him some money and he went Whiteside on you.
Well, he's already rich.
No. Again, they didn't fix Whiteside.
Here's
He
the thing
just
with
played your game till he got his money.
Whiteside, if Whiteside would have just been happy with being Hassan Whiteside and not Joel Embiid.
In other words, he didn't get fixed
Mm-hmm.
because a Heat player doesn't care about his own success. He cares about team success. Whiteside wanted his success. So you didn't fix him.
D Sizzle says, Tobin, didn't you throw a harpoon towards Zion before the season?
Oh,
bum.
we're not even talking about him.
So true.
All right, I'll wear the Zion one.
You don't have to admit to nothing. We know you did it.
Please.
You confirming it doesn't mean anything. We know what you did.
What did I do?
You on the Ja and the Zion train.
Right. And John, Powell,
Ja.
Davion.
Okay, listen. You do realize. Let me give you a little update on what you're asking for.
Right.
He's a knucklehead. You might be able to fix that.
Yeah.
He's also hurt a lot.
That's true.
Okay.
You know, could be the next Derrick Rose, John Wall. Just not as athletic
Tyler
anymore.
Hero.
Oof.
So if you trade somebody like Tyler or Jovic, what are you not going to trade them for? Tyler or Jovic?
Interesting.
You're not going to trade to get the same damn player?
Look, I mean, what are you
You're
yelling
the
at me
worst.
for?
You're
The
the
Heat
worst.
had
You're
meetings.
the worst.
If Andy Ellisberg calls a
You're
meeting,
the worst.
then why am I the worst?
They could be meeting about anything. Somebody, like we had a meeting the other day. We said, Lynn, we're not coming to the meeting unless you get pizza.
Interesting.
Maybe Andy Ellisberg wanted pizza.
You think Andy Ellisberg just called a meeting for catering?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why not?
They said that they had internal discussions about
Internal
Ja Morant
discussions
and how Miami's
over
infrastructure.
stone crabs.
Stone crabs. What do you guys want at this meeting?
Stone crabs.
How Miami's infrastructure could benefit him. Interesting.
Okay.
Stop trading everyone.
No, it's not. No, you're the worst. Listen,
I'm not the worst.
you now have 3 people who call you out, and you
Huh?
still deny it. This might be a record level
No, that's not
of
fair.
unawareness because these things you have said.
I can
Dude, we've seen you get all excited about Ja
Mhm.
and Zion, and still,
My mood's
to
gonna be,
this day,
right.
you think you could fix Ja?
Well, let me ask you something. Is it? And I'm just asking questions. Is it fraudulence if your mood changes just because you're in a losing streak as opposed to a win streak? That makes me a fraud?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're easily influenced.
Not easily. I lost to the
So
Kings.
easily influenced.
Did you see us lose to the Kings?
I believe me, I did. I was producing the game.
It was terrible. And so I'm going to feel a little different than after we beat the Cavs. Sorry. I don't think that makes me a bad guy. Does that make me a bad guy?
And we didn't say that. We called you a fraud. We called you a fraud. I'm going to find the clip. I'm
Minus
gonna find
one.
it. I'm going to find it.
I don't like this.
Fraud.
Because you know
For
you're
fraudulence.
You're the worst.
Take a break. Final hour coming on up. Back after this. Although one person
Say your name.
who can make me as happy as Davion Mitchell.
Too late. Too
No,
late.
you're too late. You already
Just
signed
one
it.
other person.
No, you're too
One other
late now.
person.
You can't do that. No.
Just one other person. Pella Larson.
Oh,
That's the list.
-1 for lying.
That's the list. This
-1.
man's putting his face on the line for the Miami Heat, and you guys want to trade everybody. Get Tyler out of here. Get me Ja Morant. You guys are very immature. Enjoy your basketball team. Well, I'm not wrong. They didn't have Davion Mitchell or Pella Larson the last game, so you can understand why I would stray.
Don't even try. There's
What
your
do you
proof.
mean, dude?
Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious right now, you fraud?
What do you mean? I didn't have Pella. I didn't have Davey on the last game. They were hurt.
You're such a fraud.
So you're sitting here
You're gonna defend yourself after you heard.
defending yourself after you just did a 180? Like,
first
you
of all,
can't be left to your own devices.
I didn't even say that.
You change your mind all the time.
I didn't even say I want Ja Morant. I just said they're having a meeting.
No, you said, but
Really?
Internal.
Do I have to go and find the clip from earlier now too?
What?
Where you said that you would do it?
Did
you just
I?
said you.
I don't recall saying I would do it. Just intrigued. They're doing their due diligence.
hey, see how this works?
No stone unturned.
Everybody want. No, I want to put the stone on you.
Why, dude?
Just
This is what I get for protecting your sources? It's not nice.
don't try to change the subject.
No, I don't understand. What did I do that's so wrong?
That conversation's over. You already blew that one up.
What did I say that was so contradictory in this last clip?
I want Ja Morant.
You guys, do I need to play it again?
Yeah, could you play it one more time?
Okay, I will.
No, because he's going to go ahead and try to find more loopholes within this split.
Let me hear it one more time.
You
What's
ready?
the harm?
Are you ready?
Yes. Although one person
Say your name.
who can make me as happy as Davion Mitchell.
Too late. Too
No,
late.
you're too late. You already
Just
signed
one
it.
other person.
No, you're too
one other
late now.
person.
You can't
Too
do
late.
that. No.
Just one other person. Pella Larson.
Oh,
That's the list.
-1 for lying.
That's the list. This man's putting his face on the line for the Miami Heat, and you guys want to trade everybody. Get Tyler out of here. Get me Ja Morant. You guys are very immature. Enjoy your basketball team. I don't see what did I say.
I love
What
how
did I-
he
what did I
said
say
that
that was
we're
so
the ones
wrong?
that want to trade everyone, and it's
What you said, you guys are the ones that want to trade everyone.
Right.
Get Tyler Hero out of here for Ja Morant. Enjoy your basketball team. You're immature.
When did I say I want to trade Tyler Hero for Ja Morant?
I
When did
can
I
go,
say
go,
that?
Oh,
When did I say that?
I
OMG.
like.
But
do
when
you
did I say
understand?
that?
You're
Go
gonna
back to
make
here.
me
Go back
go
to
look
here.
for
When did I
things.
say that? Just find the clip.
Let me say this: the studio
Mhm.
does not have enough storage to record all the dumb things you
I
say.
think you guys are like the feds, and you think you have
Look,
Tony.
Brittney, I'm pretty
Soprano.
sure November 12th. Look there.
November 12th.
You
November
guys can
12th.
look at all the archives you want. You won't find me saying this today
That
that
you
I
want-
want to
We
trade
will
for Ja Morant.
only find you
All I
saying-
said
Whoa,
today.
The wording, no.
All I said today was
You're ridiculous. -1
internal
to you.
meetings, eh?
Wait, look. Wait,
Wait,
another
did you
one.
go back to
Another
the
one.
stream from
November-
last hour?
Hmm?
You, when we were like, you have to give up Tyler Hero and Jovic, and you went, you went,
November 12th.
yes,
Which
yes,
is
it
which
Right.
is the, what is what
That's
is
not yes.
by the way, which is the great Tobin way.
What do you mean?
That's how he does it.
I'm like the committee.
He says, I'm not saying he'll do this.
November 12th during Rad's officership.
Hmm?
I specifically have a note that I was calling you off once again for flip flopping.
What did I flip flop on?
Ja Morant, obviously,
How do you know?
because I wrote it.
Well, I can't trust that. Your notes are very flimsy.
Never.
But I never said on this show today that I want this.
Today.
Well, that's the point. I mean, if you guys are going to catch me contradicting myself, I would have to contradict. One would say I have to contradict
you
myself.
did.
Now,
So
am
go
I
ahead and finish your little thing.
what did I finish? What? I'm
Finish
intrigued.
your little could be something, could be nothing.
Could be something. They're having meetings. Could be
Mhm.
something. Leads me to believe. Would you call Andy Ellisberg a fraud?
No, just you.
Why?
Because Andy Ellisberg has done his due diligence
That's all I'm
and
impressed
hasn't said I want him or not want him.
by. Hey, same.
You no.
I didn't say that I want him.
Look, soon as somebody is available,
Hmm?
the hero.
I mean, we had some.
Woo!
No, that's not what I do. And we had some Giannis talks last week. It was in the news.
Somebody said it perfectly.
The
Human
news.
So I'm just reporting the news.
No, you're not.
If Jake Fischer says
you're reporting the news with feelings.
No.
That means that you're leaning one way or the other.
I'm not leaning one way. You can't. You can't. See,
Okay, let me ask you right now. If you could get Ja Morant, do you want him?
Who do I got to give up?
Tyler and Jovic. You said it last segment.
Will I
That's
give up?
not the question.
Mm.
Because here's what's going to happen. He goes, hey, you idiots, it's big boy basketball.
Mhm.
If you want somebody,
gotta
you're going to
give
have to give up some.
Right.
Okay, so
make the trade.
we'll make it. You know, I'm not making a trade. Do you want Ja Morant?
Under the right circumstances, I could be persuaded.
If you could trade for Terry Rozier? Yeah, you take him.
Nah, I'm not.
So
I'm
you're
not,
gonna be.
I'm not
still got to
doing.
be big boy.
I'm not being a big boy because I don't think we're going to get to trade Jerry Rozier. So you can take him off the table.
Okay, go.
No, you go. You're the one who wants
No,
me to trade
okay,
for him.
here you go.
No, I don't talk about trades like
Will
you
I
do.
give up
Will you give up
Nikola
Tyler?
Jovic
Yes.
and Tyler Hero for Ja Morant? No, I wouldn't do that trade.
You're saying that now. Hindsight is 2020 after we've called you
dude,
out. Last segment,
will
your
march
face
through
said
here.
otherwise.
You guys. There's no
Hey,
pleasing you guys.
You will march through here
Mm-hmm.
like a Bayou Classic drum major
What?
Wow.
if you got Ja Morant. And keep in mind,
not like
you're
having Ja
already
Morant.
not physically able to do what I'm suggesting,
Listen,
but you would do it anyway.
I'm not
because
ready.
the Bayou Classic is Grambling
think
State versus Southern.
I think I've been clear that I will not trade Jovic for him. I think that's, so, if you guys are rats off a ship on Jovic,
I'm asking you, if it worked out,
Mhm.
do you think Ja Morant helps this team or hurts it?
I think he could help.
No, he doesn't.
I think he could.
No, he doesn't.
I think he could.
He plays just as much defense as Tyler. He's a lot smaller.
Not a lot.
And he's a knucklehead. He is a lot smaller. That dude looks like two pencils in an apple.
Jump at the gym, though, dude.
Okay.
But have we not seen
And
this
he's
film
hurt all
before?
the time.
Is he hurt or is he hurt because he doesn't want to play for the coach?
Have we not seen this film already
Which way?
with Jimmy Butler?
Pretty successful. Pretty successful.
But then it ended horribly and no one won anything.
Normally, listen, here's the dirty secret about the Heat. Normally it ends badly with the stars. Even D Wade had a bad stint.
Hey,
where he was not happy with the organization.
Dude.
So I'm just supposed to.
You are being ridiculous right now.
I'm not being ridiculous.
And I'm trying to save you from yourself.
Okay.
Because what you're talking right now is crazy talk. Because I remember talking about
Mind
trades
you,
that
I have
suggested
notes
in
all the
past.
way. I have notes all the way to April 2nd, and this
About
fraud
what?
right over here is talking about Ja Morant.
Well, you can't talk about the Dark Ages. That's not fair.
Dark Ages, earlier this year.
Yeah, she's not allowed to talk. You cannot hold anything from last season against me. Those are the Dark Ages.
The clip that I
Okay, well,
showed
you know
was from
what? I still have
11:25.
3 dates in November.
3 dates.
And what did I say?
3 dates.
What do your notes say?
I have 3 dates
The
in November.
stenographer.
Wait, 3 days in November?
Mm-hmm.
There's
That
3
you have-
days.
But what did they say?
November 12, November 14, and November 4th.
Okay. What did I say?
We're gonna have to, because no matter what I say, you said you're gonna
Just say what your notes say.
No,
Don't say I have these dates. If you have what I said,
don't yell at me.
say it.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
Wait,
You're
you are.
accusing me of
No,
things.
we're not accusing you of nothing. We have video and radio evidence.
I do feel the same way.
The clip I just
You
played
changed
for
your mind
you
all 3.
I don't change my mind. I want.
Was
I will
2
not.
weeks ago.
Hold on. I would.
2 weeks ago.
You spent half the summer trying to convince me of why we should have Ja
I'm
Morant.
not. I'm not giving up Davion Mitchell. I love Davion Mitchell.
No. You're saying that now.
No.
You understand the whole summer and even the beginning of the season when Ja was doing Ja stuff, and I said, don't want him. You like.
You have said that. I will give you credit on that.
So
I've
that's
backed
what-
off the Zion
have
Williamson
you-
thing. I made
have
him.
you have said
I'm not
you
there
don't
yet.
want. No,
I'm not.
You're not there yet.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet.
Not there yet.
Really?
But I don't think I've contradicted myself whatsoever. I think these are.
You've never said you don't want Ja.
I'm
You've
not
never
saying.
not
I'm
said
not
that.
saying I don't want Ja Morant.
I'm
What I
saying,
said was.
I'm saying it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good for you.
Because he's not a good fit.
Okay.
You think he would fit how?
Spo, he'll make it happen.
No, that's how you get in trouble. I'm telling you, that's how you get in trouble when you think you could fit. We're not mechanics.
Spo is a mechanic.
No, he's not.
He is a mechanic.
He's a coach.
He can tinker under the hood.
You can't fix knucklehead, dude. You could be the best basketball player in the world. If you're not adult enough to handle the situation, there's always going to be something.
Every star has baggage.
Not like this.
Well,
not like this.
It's a lot of baggage.
Not like this.
Right. That's why I'm not giving up Jovic for him.
You know, you got to give up somebody. The contract's got to match.
Maybe Yakachonis. Maybe.
Okay, so now you've covered $12 of the $40 million.
No, you probably have to give up Tyler Hero. That's not going to work.
Okay.
Would I be into that? Hard to say.
They're the same player. Same amount of defense.
One guy has led his team.
No, that doesn't count.
It does.
It doesn't count.
Of course it does.
It doesn't count.
Hold on.
Because it's a team. It's a team. It's not. Neither guy Ja has put a team on his back.
That's what
Tyler has not.
That's right.
Okay. But you got to get him on the court. That becomes a problem.
But is he?
Why are you even going down that road?
They're having internal meetings. You asked the Heat.
I could fix him. I could fix him. You know what life has proven?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't.
What about LaMelo?
Another injured guy.
Sometimes.
No,
Listen, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I just want to talk.
I cannot wait for Lupe to get here with my chicken.
Can I just tell you something? I'm very disappointed in the three of you.
Wait. No, you know
We're
what?
very disappointed in you, okay?
You weren't so fraudulent.
I'm not a fraud.
You're wishy-washy.
I'm not wishy-washy.
You're a flip-flopper.
I'm not flip-flopping, dude.
I brought you proof, man. I brought you
I don't think I got to be honest with you, Brittany, and I appreciate you producing your ass off.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Your evidence.
It was
Hold on.
inconclusive.
Hold on. I appreciate you bringing that to the show for entertainment purposes. However, your evidence is, and I mean this respectfully, flimsy at best. So, nice try. I haven't incriminated myself whatsoever, and I haven't said anything other than intriguing that the Heat are having internal meetings.
Intriguing?
Intriguing,
Oh,
dude.
my goodness.
Very intriguing.
You're even using words that you don't use.
What do you mean, dude?
Come on.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. We got to move on.
Of course not.
Football time.
Why would you want to talk?
Well, I'm just saying, it's football time. And but good try by the three of you. The Three Musketeers almost got me. Not quite.
The worst. Dude, you're the worst.
You would do anything. Anything.
What do you mean I would do anything?
To get out of being accountable.
Yeah.
I think I'm very accountable.
No.
I told you I don't want Zion anymore. I was wrong on that one.
Tell you something.
We're not talking about Zion right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
And
because we're talking about Ja Morant.
Let's not even forget how you got about Zion.
Oh, I know. Bad move by me.
Ooh, he's in shape. Look, he's dead.
Yeah.
That's Zion.
He's porcelain.
So Ja.
Hell, I don't know if he's really hurt right now.
Who?
Ja.
Oh, you think he's on that?
I think he's on a wing calf strain. Like, don't want to play for the Finnish coach kind of calf strain.
Really? That's what they do now.
That is what they do now. You know what they call that?
What?
Finding joy.
No, we call that we call that the Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. That is the Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Well, Kawhi did it too.
Kawhi did it too. Yep.
Who
AD did it.
AD.
When he's getting out of
You
New Orleans.
can't never tell with AD. Is he hurt for real? Or his nickname is Mr. 6'8".
That's the beauty of it. Giannis, what's he doing? I don't know.
Be reevaluated in 4 weeks for a little calf boo-boo?
Right.
Yeah.
Suspicious, right?
Nah, I didn't listen to your argument with Giannis.
But look, you guys got to stop talking about this because tomorrow.
You brought it up.
No, you brought it up. And tomorrow is the NBA Cup, and you guys are not focused on the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup.
We're not focused.
Now we're not focused, but you're winking at us.
You guys aren't focused on the NBA Cup, and I'm disappointed in the three of you.
We're
Because
disappointed in you too. The feeling is mutual.
You shouldn't be disappointed in me because you want to know why? Because I'm focused on one thing and one thing alone, and that is the cup.
You're
okay?
not.
We are the city of cups. The Stanley Cup, the MLS Cup, and now we're coming for the NBA Cup. And the Flannies Cup. So I don't want to hear about this Ja Morant nonsense anymore. Stop bringing it up, the three of you. Task at hand.
You are absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
Did you not bring it up?
No,
Just
you guys.
put it
I just wanted to move on with the news. I wanted to bring this up that Jake Fischer was saying the Heat were having an internal discussion about Ja Morant and move on. And then you guys were like, "Ooh, you were being a fraud." I'm trying to focus on the cup. Okay.
Thank you for that.
And you should have never brought it up.
Well, I guess I can't bring up the news to you. You're not
No.
responsible with it.
We're not. Neither are you.
3 badgers. That's what you are. Just badge me. You know, I can't live my life. My focus right now is on the Orlando Magic and Vegas. Ashamed of the 3 of you. Ja Morant. That'd be kind of fun, but we can't worry about that right now. His dunks in
Go to break and stop talking.
Wow. I got Davion Mitchell and Pelle Larson, dude. And Yakachonis, 18 in the G League last night. Whew, feeling it.
Playing with how many other NBA players?
He played with Josh Christopher, who's been in the NBA. He had a triple-double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Back after this. All right, quick segment here, just because I had to spend last segment just defending myself against attacks. You know,
I have a surprise for you after the show.
after the show.
Yep.
Or after the segment.
Nope. After the show.
I don't know if I like that. Anywho, you guys like Mike Tyson? Leroy?
Yeah.
Jennifer?
It's a little
He's
iffy,
great.
but you catch him on a good day.
All right, I should ask it like this because, yes, I understand. Big Pat. Would you like to hear Mike Tyson theatrically tell his one-man story?
He's probably got some
Yep.
stories.
He got some stories.
He's one of the most interesting people on planet Earth.
Well, if you guys want to see Mike Tyson bring his Return of the Mike show to Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, December 14th. So what's that? It's like just under a week away. So next Sunday?
The 19th.
I think it's next Sunday.
The 19th. No, the 19th is.
No, the 14th.
19th on a Friday.
14th.
Or
The 14th is a Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
All right, so next Sunday, if you guys want to see Iron Mike's Return of the Mike show at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, be caller number, let's go 8. Caller 8 to 305-567-0560. Caller 8 to 305-567-0560. Oh, look, it's that big baby Notre Dame AD on the television. Caller 8 to 305-567-0560 gets a pair of tickets to Mike Tyson's Return of the Mike show at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on December 14th. Stories and more from Iron Mike. We got tickets all week, but today, caller 8's going to win our pair of tickets. And keep listening to our show all week for your chance to win. Tickets are also available for purchase at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events. But if you want to see Iron Mike next week, caller 8 to 305-567-0560.
Why does he look like Telly Savalas?
I don't know, dude.
You know who that is?
No.
Pull it up. He used to have a
Telly.
He used to have a show, detective show.
Oh, wow.
And he used to always have like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
With the Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hey, does he not?
He does.
Yeah.
He does have that look. He does have that look.
Yeah.
All right. So, caller number 8 is going to win those tickets to Mike Tyson, 305-567-0560. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll close things out with a little all right. Oh, no. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Play a little 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored / All Right on No, which is going to be brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. My all right, it's going to go to the new Papa, Carter
Verhaeghe.
Carter Verhaeghe was just named one of the 3 NHL stars of the week, and he has been amazing since Mrs. Verhaeghe brought in baby Verhaeghe to the world. Congratulations to Papa Swag, and good to see the Cats starting to get going again. That is my all right. My oh no. I'm going to let you have Notre Dame, so I'm going to go with the Jets jerseys. The poop colored. I don't know. Like they're gross. Gross looking jerseys. I don't know why you guys thought that was a good idea. What do you got, Leroy?
My all right, and I don't say this lightly because there's something about earning your spot and there's something about earning your spot. Indiana, you did the unthinkable this weekend. You beat a team that everybody had claimed could win back-to-back championships, and you went out and you were more physical than them. You played a close, tough game, and the Heisman Trophy winner, Mendoza, went out and made some critical plays at critical moments that warrant him being that dude.
He's the Heisman.
Right. Absolutely. Was it 3rd and short? They throw it deep. I mean, yeah. I wish the coach would smile more because he is one miserable dude. That dude ain't never happy.
Well, some coaches just have that. They're just miserable all the time.
Now,
Nick Saban didn't smile too much.
Right. My oh no, and I'm gonna keep on with this because I have never met a bunch of sniveling, whiny complainers that now the Notre Dame athletic director is complaining about the ACC. Why? You don't even play in a conference.
Right.
You pick and choose what teams you want to play.
You're a sometimes partner.
Right.
Not an all-the-time partner.
Right. Join the conference.
Yeah.
Play in the conference championship. Do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why you don't want to do that? Because you want all the money. Okay, well, when everybody else looks and say, you're not in the conference, you pick and choose the teams you play all the armed forces, and when you played somebody that was ranked, you lost. So we're going to take that team above you.
Both of them.
And then you cry and complain and boo-hoo our relationship with the ACC. I said, did I make a mistake? Did you get screwed during the game? Was it ACC officials that made you lose a game? Did the ACC come down and give Miami?
It was so strange.
So he just went after rando. I'm not. And look, nothing pisses me off than when these coaches get up after lobbying all week of why we're better than other teams, then come out afterwards and say, I got nothing against all these other teams.
Yeah,
yes, you did.
Yeah, you did. And the thing is, that's like, we were just listening to him on Dan Patrick, and he goes, nothing against Miami. It's not, just I found it unbecoming that it was pointing it out. Pointing it out what?
That you lost to him?
It's not like we're giving a secret. We all saw it. Anyway.
How do you expect your players to be to have respect for the games and stuff with how they play and how they handle losing and winning when you can't even do it and you're supposed to be the adults in the room?
Jennifer, what's your all right and oh no?
Well, I don't really have sorry. I don't really have an all right besides anything.
Right there.
Anything that you guys have already mentioned today. My oh no mainly goes to my allergies. I did not have a great weekend or Thursday, to say the least.
No chipmunk selfies?
Oh my God.
Listen,
I haven't been able to do anything since Thursday.
And we need pictures. I want to see puppy.
Absolutely not. There's a reason why you never got pictures, and it's specifically this. I refuse. I refuse to have any proof out there of how I looked. Okay.
No, we just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, we just don't know.
I'm here. I'm
Are
okay.
you okay? And did you look like a woodland creature?
I did not look like myself for sure.
Did you look like you sung in a band with Simon and Theodore?
Not answering these questions.
Christmas,
I haven't had
Christmas time for cheer.
It sucks, guys. Okay, I haven't had seasoning since Thursday.
Is that a
Okay?
permanent thing?
I haven't had coffee since Thursday.
Oh,
What does that got to do with?
I'd rather look like
I'm
a
not
Tracy.
myself. Okay.
So you had an allergic reaction, and the solution was stop drinking.
The solution was stop everything that's not a specific diet that my doctor instructed.
Oh, that sounds like bubble
until-
guts.
No, I don't have bubble guts. It's not where
You have the
this is not what
BGs?
it was. No. You're just twisting my words. You're used to that.
I just want to be your heaven. All right.
You know what? You're also my oh no. And Leroy, you're even more my oh no. Because
Why?
why do you have to go into Publix and direct everybody there? Okay?
I'm not directing anybody.
Not a big deal. Yes.
You don't think it's weird? It is weird that
It's not
people.
that weird.
Yeah, it is.
No.
All right. Okay.
Brittany, what's your all right? No today.
I am
My
not
all right,
eating
and-
intangibles. I've had seasoning my entire life. That's crazy work. Sorry.
It's okay. And just defend yourself. My all right goes to just Saturday. I mean, just Sunday in general. It goes to Miami getting in and Lando Norris winning the World Drivers Championship. So my Sunday was pretty great because of those two things. And my oh no goes to Leroy.
Whoa!
What?
Yep.
What did I do?
Because you didn't tell me.
You weren't here.
I was here. And I had to shake and freak out and sweat out this college football committee decision, all because you didn't tell one of the biggest Hurricanes fans that you know.
Yep.
Can I tell
And I'm
you?
mad at you about. I'm not angry with you
So-
about it. I am.
So here's the problem. Once I explained the situation to Tobin and hearing his reaction as a Canes fan, you think I'm gonna go tell another Canes fan?
Well, technically, you didn't give my reaction. We were doing kind of a radio bit, So it was like we were going back and forth.
See
I was
what I
trying
mean?
to give that reaction
So
for the show.
it's really not my fault I didn't tell you. It's his fault because I didn't want to go through that again.
I was protecting your sources.
I wouldn't have revealed any sources. I would have kept it close to my chest.
Can you honestly say, Brittany?
I'm listening.
Can you honestly say that if you had known the information, it would have made you feel better?
1000%, Leroy.
Can I tell you? And you would have been the first Canes fan. Because everybody else said, no, dude, they'll find a way to screw us. No.
If you would have told me,
I'm telling you.
If you would have told me, I would have been like, Leroy, thank you so
I'ma tell you
much
what,
for that.
The jackasses that I golf with, right? That's all they talked about was how we're going to get screwed.
But I'm not the jackass.
She's not talking about that. She's
know.
talking about herself, Leroy. Stop deflecting.
Maybe we can all grow and learn from this situation.
That's what I always
Except
do.
for you. You're
What?
an
What do you
ass.
mean,
You're an
dude?
ass.
Why?
No.
Absolutely
Absolutely
good
not.
time.
Absolutely not.
Some good radio
That's
banter.
it. Next time,
Mhm.
Mr. Radio Bit, like you can hide behind Radio Bit.
What?
No. Dude, our fight was not Radio Bit.
Was it not?
I almost choked you out.
I mean, that could be anything.
Literally. Anything.
So next
That's
time,
the show.
The lack of accountability from both of you
both of
today
us.
has
No.
been insane.
That's
Brittany,
this. When you do things
I'm
long
tell-
enough,
Brittany-
it gets very similar.
Brittany, I'm telling you that it was not. I was so tired of having some good information and it being disregarded that I stopped. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, but I
It
didn't wanna
wasn't a matter of, oh, I'm not going to tell Brittany.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she's going to react just like old Dum Dum over here.
No, I didn't want to be a rat. That's why.
That's it.
Yeah.
At no point in time did you ever feel comfortable.
Hmm?
Never.
When me?
And then
I was already comfortable.
That's not the worst part. The worst part is after it was said and done, and I said, see, I told you. He goes, wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong.
I wasn't wrong.
Tobin's never wrong.
Well, technically, I can't be wrong. I mean, this was my argument the whole time.
This is gaslighting 101.
It's not gaslighting,
Crazy work.
That's literally
You're
what my
putting on a
argument
master
was.
class today.
I'm not putting on a master class.
You are the worst.
I think you guys are the strange ones, to be honest with
I
you.
feel like I need to start using those words that Marcos has taught us.
Hmm?
I have it
Wait,
somewhere written around here.
Wait, you flip it and say you think we're the strange ones.
Yeah.
Dude.
What?
Why? When
I want
drive-
you to go home and think about what you've done today.
when I
Me?
get, when I
Yeah.
get in my car and drive home, you know what I
Drive
do? when
home
I
in
get my-
silence.
You know what I go? I go, damn, why am I so tired? It's like you're exhausting. You're exhausted. Yeah, like,
We had a great weekend.
All I did was rub my mouth.
We had a great
And
weekend.
I had nice food.
We had
Lupe brought me some Chick-fil-A.
that was amazing.
It was amazing.
The-
Right?
the-
I'm like, this is a great Monday. We celebrated everything.
It was a great Monday.
Why when I
And
get
your
in
sources
my
are
car,
protected.
when I get in my car and I start the journey home,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mhm.
why am I so exhausted? It's you. You suck the life out of me.
I don't think that's fair. I kept
Not fair?
I took it to the grave.
I'm gonna start pulling a JFig.
Mhm.
Just come on the screen.
Don't throw me on this. Nope.
4:30.
Nope. Leroy, -1 to you.
For what?
Because
For
you
what?
said she looked like a chipmunk.
No, I didn't.
And then you asked if she had the BGs again.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with my allergies. Thank you very much.
So you just had the BGs separately from
I
your allergies?
never had the BGs. Okay. Stop trying to deflect. Okay.
See how he does?
so
He's
much.
exhausting.
You do the same thing, Leroy.
I know
You
I
both. You both.
I've
are
been telling
the
you.
worst.
See, the thing is, you don't realize how much you and me are similar.
No.
Yes.
You guys are samesies. You just
You
pick
guys
your
are.
name.
That's why you guys so mad at each other. You guys are a mirror of one
He
another.
doesn't get mad at me because he's always no. Come on,
I never get mad at you. I was never mad. Only at the committee
because you know you.
for their little okey doke.
And can we do oh no for his jaw flip floppery?
I
We don't
didn't
have enough
flip-flop.
time.
I didn't flip flop.
You guys are both the O-notes. That's it.
Your new nickname.
Hmm?
HC. Human chocleta.
That's not what the word is. It's not
What is
chocolate. It's chancleta.
Yes.
Oh, you know Spanish. You know what you
He
are.
did much better than we thought he would.
Really? Yeah.
That's very true.
Wow. And so now I don't speak Spanish and you're attacking me. Sorry.
Anyway,
Marcos don't speak Spanish either. And he's Latino.
that's true.
At least I'm black. I'm trying.
That's what I said.
Okay. No, dude, two things.
Hmm?
One, be better tomorrow.
What?
And two, as punishment,
Yeah.
no buttons.
No way, dude.
No buttons tomorrow.
That's not fair.
No, you can.
I don't agree to
We
that.
can't trust you to tell the truth.
What did you become? This is not Publix. You don't get to run this place like you're the sheriff with your backed in cars that look fine. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Can anybody corroborate this? Corroborate. Hit the bricks. It's Kalel Ware's team anyway.
You're the one who wanted Ja Morant. All of us disagree.
Initially. But Norman Powell changed me.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.